Makes you feel
yo, everybody that's watching. So it's RaddTitan back. If you don't know already, I'm George Ruggiero. That's Alex over there. We are going to be doing the statue collecting chat. This is chat number 263, longest running statue chat in the game. We'll be going through the licensed stuff. We're starting a little bit early today. So hopefully we don't get disturbed and then we get straight into it and go through and get some customs done and we can get some other bits and pieces done. Got so much pictures, it's almost.
Did you turn off your things vibrating every 2 seconds?
My thing's vibrating. What do you mean?
I just heard it going.
Is it me?
Yes,
yeah, I just mess with my settings. But yeah, so we're going to be cracking on with this and we'll obviously be fielding your questions and everything else as we get through it. If you do want to support the chat, awesome, drop us a, what do they call them?
Super chat.
Yeah, drop us a super chat. It always
you might want to mention it when people are actually on the chat because we're actually early for once. So now we only
I'll mention it again, but 10, I've done the intro now.
10 people. We only have like 10 people on there, so yeah. What have you been up to this week anyway?
Man,
week? Fuck! I know I did forget to put images of. I just remembered.
What's up? What was it?
I forgot to put the images actually of Gooch's Doctor
Doom. Yeah, get them on there definitely.
Yeah, let me get those up.
Get them on. But my week's been all right, man. It's been, it's just blessed life, best life. So, been doing lots of bits and pieces with the kids and stuff. So, very busy. Booked a holiday. I'm off to Paphos soon. So, first time going to Cyprus, even though my granddad's a Cypriot, was a Cypriot. So, first time ever going over there. So, it's going to be interesting. Everyone thinks I'm fucking mad taking 3 kids that are under 4. The plane ride's going to be shit for everyone else, not me. So I literally could not find a fuck to give. So you have to suffer. I don't care. If you're the type of person who thinks you can get some sleep sitting next to me on a plane, you might be in for a fucking rough day.
Well, one of your kids is good, at least.
Yeah, Arthur's a star.
Yeah.
But he doesn't like his bedtime routine fucked with, so I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even when you give him a cuddle or something, he's a bit like, I want to go to my bed now. I need to like fuck off, get off me, you know what I mean? You're too hot, leave me like stop touching me, he's funny, he's well funny. So but that Arthur's like he's the one that's a Sudanui baby, you know that?
What's that mean?
It means like he likes a blanket.
Oh, okay.
He likes a blanket. Like if he doesn't have his blanket yet, it's like super pissed. You know what I mean? You've got him on you, and he's like kicking off, and you're like, oh yeah. So he likes that. The other two are not bothered at all.
Yeah.
But he likes it.
Is that from that Shinui thing? I've heard that before.
What's that?
Is that from like a movie or something?
No, you're probably thinking of Snoopy.
Well, there's a kid
in Snoopy that has a comfort blanket in it, and he carries it around. They call it a comfort, I think, in the US. But my nan used to call it, because she's Italian, she used to call it a Sudanui. That's what she used to call it. Okay. So she used to say that. It was always like that. I liked it when I was younger. So
this dog is going mental. Also, I got him a ramp so he can run up and down on the sofa. And now he just takes the fucking piss.
I'll just get him a ramp for.
Because he keeps jumping down and like he's going to hurt himself, isn't he? Because he's like
fucking idiot dog. What sort of stupid dog have you got? You've got a proper dog. I get off the couch. What's stupid?
No, because they just got prone to like bad back and.
I thought my one was bad. The fact that I have to wipe its ass. That's fucking.
I don't need to wipe his ass. He did like.
I need to wipe mine. My French bulldog, mate. Honest to God, it's horrendous what the back end of him looks like after he's had a few shits. It's really bad.
No, he's one.
You can't let him come in your gaff. He's had a turnout, mate. You can't.
Lovely conversation. Yeah, but no, he's all right. He's
every time I do it, every time I have to do it, I say to my wife, I say, "This is your fault. I'm having to do this. If I bought a proper dog, I wouldn't have to do this nonsense."
So yeah, the reason why I was saying that is because you cancelled Doctor Doom, but we'll get on to that with the pictures anyway.
Sure. Yeah.
I haven't ordered anything again. I'm on like a little hiatus. I'm trying not to order. I'm trying to be good because
anything got you close or what?
I don't know really. I mean, I saw someone selling the Symbiote Spider-Man the other day.
The new one.
Yeah. So I
How
was
much?
looking at that. I think he wanted 500 for it, but I reckon
I
I could have
knew that
got it
that
down.
piece would go to 500. I knew
I
it. I knew
reckon.
you'd go to that.
Well, no, because a couple of days after, someone else was selling it for $500. So I
Yeah.
reckon I could. I mean, I'm waiting for it to come out. Someone, because of how many there are, like 6,000 or whatever. Someone was
Yeah.
selling for
You're
like
about to pick that
400
up
quid.
soon.
That's why I was
You're about to pick it up.
disappointed. I was disappointed when Mike sold it because I would have got it off him for about £3.50. You know, so
Yeah, you'd have got off for £3.50 and a fucking eyebrow wax.
but yeah, so yeah, I'm still looking out for that. I do really like it, and it is a piece which, again, I do like Spider-Man, so it's something.
Yeah, it's one of them ones though. You just know that you're going to have to get a good batch paint one because it's so many and they come out in batches, like the original, like the PF one on the crane. There are going to be so many variations of that shading, that blue shading. And some are going to be very good, some are going to be very overdone, and some are going to be really subtle. And you're going to want more of a subtle look, to be honest, because some of them are fucking,
Well,
especially that big blue spot on his head. It's no good.
yeah, but if I wait and I get it for like a trade or 400 quid, I wouldn't bother about, if it's shit, I'll just send it to Ian. So it's not really.
I quite like the blue sort of look on it. I love the sculptor. Who's the sculptor on that?
With some South American, I think.
Good fucking sculpt on that
Yeah,
Spider-Man. I love that sculpt on that.
If I remember correctly, it's is it Symbiote? Yeah, Symbiote.
If you remember correctly, and then you read out the names, Jesus Christ, it's like your fucking maths exam all over again.
If
I remember correctly, it's 34.
Yeah, that one comes straight up. Then Guillermo Barbarero.
Yes.
The sculpt. Apparently the design is by that Butnado guy. The paint is by Casey Love. And then the design and development team.
Great art direction on that then, so he did a good job on that Butnado.
For once.
Well, yeah, he's not I don't like, but I mean, like I said, art direction is subjective. I don't like most of his stuff, but I think that Spider-Man's really, really nice. So
it is. Well, apparently XM had a very similar design with their symbiote, and then obviously this one came out, and all the customs came out, so they were like, "Nah, we need to do something different. We need to change it." So that's kind of what happened with them, really. But yeah, I'm on the lookout for it. And if something comes up, I'll take it. But
got to be honest, it isn't a piece I would object to picking up. I think it's a if I could get it myself, I'd be interested as well. So
let's just run through some of these comments. So happy JCG in the house. How you doing? Bobby Goldner sent a really nice message the other day. Thanks for that, Bobby. That was really, really nice, pleasant.
Yeah, you sent us a message on Messenger, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice, man.
Thanks,
beautiful. That.
Stuck from Furno. Always nice to see you, Mr. Positive. B-Dub3 in the house. You finally got us at the beginning.
Yo, motherfucker.
Cameron, how you doing? Howdy, fellas. Looking forward to a great chat as normal. No BS here. We try. Brilliant Jim. What's up, guys? I was actually talking about no BS here. I was editing an older video today. What happened was I kind of upped my GPU went south, and then my RAM went funky. So I've upgraded some stuff on my PC, and I was editing today finally. And one of the ones, George, we did a versus, and it comes up as a draw, and George is just like, "This is fucking bullshit. This is fucking RaddTitan. We don't do fucking draws. That's it, right?" we had to pick a winner basically overall. It was quite funny. Richard Goof,
of all the ones that we've done the scores, I think that's the only time that's happened. I don't ever remember it being a draw before.
I do think that other times it's been very, very close as well.
Yeah, some of the shit that we've actually scored against each other, it's like Doom versus Magnet, stuff like that. That's fucking tough, man.
That's
so tough.
Hold on.
Oh, she watching Chicks with Dicks again, is it? What's he got on?
I can see it like flickering on the screen on the corner. Wow, it's pissing me off. Richard Goofy in the house. Orchid Voodoo. How are you doing? Hey, dudes. Yellen, how's it going? Yo. Hope you gents had a great week. Had a
Thanks,
pretty
man.
good week. Catching up your live for once. Ain't
Get
seen you live for a
in.
little while, mine.
Get in there, spicy boy.
Going to go through these odds quick now. So Michael Myers and the brothers, how you doing? Nick Chesh, how's it going? John Smith, Dr. Doom's looking all right.
He's looking all right, yeah.
That. Gio, you still have the Iron Studios Daredevil. What do you think of the piece? I'm thinking of picking it up.
Yes, mate, I do have it. Let's have a look if I can help you with that. I know how well you can see. Can you see that?
Up a little, yeah.
My lights are quite low at the minute, but you can sort of like.
You cut his head off now.
Huh?
You cut his head off now.
Sorry, I can't see the screen. So is that all right?
Yep. No, you've cut his head off. You need to tilt it up.
Fuck it. You get the fucking point anyway.
All we saw was the nigga his own Spider-Man.
Nah, well, good. Fuck you. That wasn't intentional. Yeah, I mean, in terms
my
of,
parents lived in Cyprus for 20 years.
Nice. In terms of Daredevils, it's a fucking banging piece, man. It's my first Iron Studios piece that I've ever had, and the build quality's there, the weight's there, no loose magnets, no problems, no fitting issues, great textures on the suit. Skin tones are fairly good considering. I mean, I've got like factory skin tones on a lot of things are shit. Like when you've got just that bottom part of the mouth or something like that, or the nose and all that sticking out. You get this sort of like weird fucking Barbie doll sort of look on a lot of them. But the skin tones are actually really good. Pretty much only critique I would give it is maybe you could fuck with the base a little bit more color wise. I mean, it's quite grayish. It's highlighted, it's shaded, but I'd chuck in some. If it was like it was me, I'd chuck in some fucking greens on it and some mold on it, and then have bits looking more.
That's the same as the Symbiote Spider-Man. I think it should have some moss and some sort of like all damp patches on there for sure, especially with that one because it's meant to be darker.
Yes.
So, yeah.
But I mean, I've seen like quite a lot of Daredevil pieces. It's the best one I've seen as of yet. I mean, I did like the sideshow one's actually pretty nice as well. The one sculpted by Daniel Belt was a nice piece, but for some reason I think that's selling for quite good money. I don't know why that is, but it's quite expensive. I don't know. And when you're talking about the price variation, Iron Studios is better, so I'd pay the less money and get Iron Studios Daredevil for sure.
Good to have you here, blokes, early. Always give you shit for running late, but always glad to have a chat. It's good to have a chat, go love regardless. Yeah, we always try and get here. We're trying to be regular now, try and get these chats going. And it's always good to see the same guys on here and always see new people, so it's always great. I'd love to
thanks for the support, man.
Display the new Sideshow Doom without the cape. Honestly, I think the banner came out looking cheap. I haven't really looked at many pictures, but Gooch took some good pictures we're going to show later. Stuck on phone. Did you catch any of the Black Flag C2E2 bootleg comic drama? No. All I saw was there was some shit that Jem posted about some fucking drama of some guy jumping in the queue, and then I don't know if he defended him or went against him, and then whichever way he went with the argument, then there was a bit of an uproar, so he pussied out and took his comment down and apologised about it, which... If you're gonna make a comment about something and make a video going, oh, the drama about C2E2, and put the fucking expression on there, at least like have the fucking nuts to keep it up, rather than
double down, man. Stand your fucking guns and double down. Justify yourself.
The bullshit thing is, you put it up, you get your views, and then you kind of go, yeah, sorry, I was wrong to put that up. I was sorry, I shouldn't have got involved. But you've already got your views for it, and you know you've got your views for it because after 2 days you're not getting any more views. You're going to get and then you kind of then expect that to kind of wipe the slate clean with whoever you've pissed off. It's a bit weak.
Wait, apparently he defended some guys, and the comic community just went for him.
Well,
I didn't see the video, so I'm not like an expert on what happened.
What I think happened?
I know that the story is. I know the story.
Someone jumped in the queue. Then so loads of people queuing up. Someone jumped in the queue saying they were an influencer, and because they're an influencer, they deserve to be in the front or whatever. They went in there and they fucking just cleared out loads of shit. They just bought loads of stock to flip. So all the people in the queue who couldn't get one, who'd been queuing up for ages, were like, what the fuck? Well, this isn't right. And they were upset about it, rightfully so. And I've never jumped to the queue whenever gone to a convention. It's not right. Anyway, but that's
I
the
remember.
thing.
I remember with the cable and shit. I remember.
Well, I queued up for fucking ages with.
Yeah, that's what I remember. I remember because I was talking because you said to me in the queue. I remember.
I queued up in ages with Derek. We were first in the queue, but we queued up since 10 o'clock or whatever it was. Stupid. It didn't open till 11, 12, or whatever it opened at. We were there for 2 hours waiting.
The problem is anyway is you can't ever lose. It's hard. It's really hard, right? Because you can't. You shouldn't ever lose grip of the fact that once people start making things for a living, everything changes, and that's just the way it is. It's just one. You got to remember that views and videos and all of that's putting food on the table. So it's a different game now altogether. You've just got to leave it be what it is. At the end of the day, it's not a collector anymore. This is like a living now. It's a completely different incentive. And it's the whole reason, the main reason why I've never wanted to get into this as a profession. Believe me when I tell you, Alex will back this. There's been so many times that people have tried, big companies have tried, entrepreneurs have tried, said, look, let's do this with you, let's do that with you, try this. And every time I just feel like, the second it becomes that I need this to provide for my family, it stops being what I enjoy and love, and B, it compromises me as a person. And I'm not. If you know me privately, people will tell you I'm not that. I don't compromise on shit. I say I don't give a fuck who I upset or what it goes. I just say how I see it and how I feel about it. I'm quite lucky because Alex is similar, but he's better at phrasing it in a more controlled manner. Where like I said, I couldn't find you a fuck to give. If you're bothered by something I say, I don't lose any sleep about any of it. So I just
apparently Jem was defending all the influencers who had an in with the Black Flag, so they could jump the queue and grab the majority of the books for retail. Then only hundreds of copies were left for others. Yeah, that's not. It's the problem is they do that as well with comic shops and all this stuff. When you see Sad Lemon, you see these other ones where they do sell con exclusives, but I heard someone jump in the queue was what I heard. But again, maybe it's just the way it was phrased. It sounded like that. Maybe it was just that they knew them and they got early sales or whatever. I don't know. I don't think it's right. I think if the people are queuing up there, they should be the priority, really.
What I don't understand is why you would want to publicly out. Why
would you make a video about it? Yeah, but why would you make a video about it and then do that bullshit fucking that a few of the guys do now, where they do those stupid expressions where they're like, the shock of it, they do that. I absolutely hate those thumbnails. I mean, they must work because they keep doing them, so they do it. But I've got the same 2 or 3 thumbnails I use for us, and it's just us two going, or I don't know.
Yeah, man.
That's why Black Panther thing.
That's why they're professional outfits for that, because you pull your fucking trousers down and get fucked for it, and we're just never just not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen. We just keep it light, man. We go out and earn a living.
The number of times I've been contacted by an individual to take down a video about them, which when you search their channel, it used to be the second video that would come up was our video about them being a scammer. Basically, they contacted me at least 10 times saying to me, take it down. I've got problems at work. I've got problems with this. I've got problems with that. I've contacted my lawyer and everything under the sun. They even contacted my boss to say, your employee is bullying me. And the point of it is in the video, everything in the video was, this is what this person says. This is what this person says. And it was all points that people had said out. And he'd admitted to all of it. So the thing is none of it, you could take any legal action, because it was all stuff that's been admitted to and stuff that other people make allegations. And the way it's been worded was, this is what this person said. So there's no case there. But he contacted my boss, and my boss just took a screenshot and goes, sort your fucking boyfriend out. He keeps messaging me. That's what he said. Oh, we got some shekels. There you go.
Nice.
Cheers, man.
How much is that?
I don't know. Is that $5? I don't know. $10?
What's
Good
the
luck
fucking
with
shit? I always
Israel.
think about it. I always think it feels like it's fake. Cheers, brother. Thank you.
Israel. He's renovating his house at the moment, so
Need them fucking
thumbnail
shekels.
faces make me laugh my ass
Fucking
off.
games renovating houses, mate.
Yeah. I know exactly the thumbnail you're talking about, and that's why this is the only chat I enjoy watching. Cheers, brother. What's up, guys?
Yeah, man. We got to just keep it. We just got to keep it how it's meant to be kept, man. It's meant to be like a hobby, and you're meant to enjoy it, and you're meant to be like fucking. You're meant to be one of the people. I said this actually when I sent a message to fucking matey boy who starts pretending he ain't in bed with all the fucking companies. Jesus fucking Christ! Does a public message going? I'll come out and talk, mate. If he comes on this chat, he will be murdered. It will be so bad. It will be criminal. Because
that's why a couple of people haven't
know the ins of what's going on. So there's no point playing this silly game like, oh no, we're not like when I'm not in bed with anybody. Fuck off, man. Like, please, honestly. Do you know what it's like? It's like, it's a woman that is like fucking open the sheets up and like get in, and you go no, and then another guy comes out of that house and you're like, do you fuck? And he's like, no. It's like, did you offer yourself to you? No. You're like, oh, right. Must be
I
just
go
me
to
then.
this like 15 years ago, and you're the only last chats left I value from the early days. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Mark Carlin in the house. How's it going? Carl. Oh, Carl. Evening. Being out.
I hope that one day when we're gone, that people will be able to look back and say, do you know what? We were the fucking one of the few big channels that was for collectors, not for companies. Because it's not about companies. Honest, a lot of I praise this, I slate that. Even if I don't like people, like I've got genuine beef with a lot of people, and if I see a picture of something they've done and it's nice, I will absolutely eat that humble pie like it's fucking like
there's a piece in here which I've been trying to put on for the last 3 weeks, but we haven't got to customs for 3 weeks. And there's a piece which I think is really, really good. Hate the guy, absolutely hate the guy, but the piece is amazing.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Credit where credit is due, So yeah, the other thing as well that we can go on to is we're posting like again. I fixed my PC, so we're going to be doing more videos, putting more videos out. There'll be some videos out which, quite annoyingly, when I was in Singapore, I did a handful of videos for XM to promote their stuff while I was there. I did about 9 videos, and I think only one of them ever got edited and put out by them. So because I've left them now, I'm like, okay, you haven't used these videos. I'm using them, and they're like,
yeah. I've got your Maestro, your opinion.
Yeah, so it was really frustrating.
That's just dropped. I'm looking forward to watching that.
Yeah, because I watched the Maestro one, and it's actually really, it's a bit dark and stuff, but it's actually not a bad video for a company to use. No, but I'm saying, but it's a good video for the company to use as a way of showing it off. And it was done 5 months ago, and they never edited it, never put it out, which really pissed me off. There's another one for War Tank they never used, and then there's like Magneto, Carnage. I think the only one they did was Catwoman. Catwoman. There was a Cable, Apocalypse.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing them. They're all like characters I like.
Well, some of them I don't know if I can bother to edit. I don't know. Some of them I'm just like, fuck it.
You lazy cunt. What's the matter with
you? Yeah. Your Maestro video was good.
There you are. There's your pat on the back. There you are.
Gone, you say? What was that?
Listen. Me and Alex. Alex is a godfather to my son. He will be godfather to my other 2 sons. He's the best man at my wedding. Will be in my life as long as I'm breathing air. There's nothing that he can't do. I don't think there's probably not much he could do that would make me turn my back on him at all. So
it sounds like a challenge.
We'll always be. But like I say, you never know with this life. You do videos, people might move, things might change. But I hope that the one thing that people will say, no matter who they are, I think I would like it to be, like Victor is gone. God rest his soul. Lou is gone.
Yeah.
You know, and you look back and you sort of like, one thing you can fucking say, like no matter what arguments you had or debates you had, you know, right or wrong or whatever, the one thing you can fucking say about these guys is they were real collectors. They didn't take a fucking penny to fuck anybody ever for anything. They would never fucking do that. Never in a million years. They would go on there and do that. Never. They were
good guys.
people. They were people guys. They were collector guys. They were in this shit long time, and they were as fucking honest as the day is long. And it's a different game now, and you have to be very careful because as for every number that your subscriber list goes up, that's another person that you should be feeling quite responsible for. So, you know, I feel fucking, you know, there's people in this game that have gone bankrupt, they've spent money on credit cards, have lost their fucking house, have lost their fucking business. And this is because you're watching and you're being influenced in a certain way, and you've got to be very careful with it, man.
No, definitely.
You got to be, you know, we feel that pressure. Okay, babe, love you. I will do you. Right. You feel a little. Should feel a bit of responsibility for that, just to be a bit careful because you know, and like I say, there's things that happen. Like, you know, we went over to Prague. We met some guys. Where the fucking guys? Fat Monster. One of them was ended up being a scammer. Ended up being like taking like recasting stuff. Like we don't know that.
He tried to scam me as well.
Yeah, we don't know that when that happens. You know, like I say, there's times you go out there and you have to make, you know, the call instead of going and making a fucking stupid face. Fat Monster nearly scammed me and being like this sort of way. That, you know, you've got to take the responsibility.
You have to make sure that you point out that. And you say, this is the problem, these guys are this, you know, get your money out and do whatever you can. You have to make sure you stick to that. God, I don't want to sound like we're picking on Jem, because as a person, I don't mind Jem.
I'm talking about fucking Jem. I don't care about shit that's gone on.
I'm talking about something now, because there is a thing going on about this, like Statue Depot or whatever it's called, where Jem started. Stop talking. Oh. Jem started a pre-order group, didn't he? Like a website. So it was like Jem Collectibles or whatever it was. People could pre-order XM pieces and other company pieces on there. Then what happened is Jem, obviously because of his following, managed to get loads of pre-orders. Then because Jem got into bed with Sideshow, he then goes, I'm not doing that anymore. Stepped away and then rebranded as the Statue Depot or Warehouse or whatever it's called. Now that company is ignoring people, not responding to people, and there's a few comments on the scammer groups about their slow responses and whatever else. And people are asking Jem and saying, what's happening? And he's just going, nothing to do with me. I turned away from that at the beginning or whatever it was. And it's a bit like, if when all the stuff happened like with Mohammed Sathek and stuff like that, when, you know, he started telling people or ignoring people, I went out of my way to help those people because I felt responsibility of, you know, promoting that person in a way of, I got a good service from this person. I told people to order from him. I didn't get a penny from him.
No.
But, you know, and I tried to go out my way to get these people their money back. And I did in most cases. But Jem profited from these pre-orders, obviously. And then he's just gone, nah, nothing to do with me. You deal with them. And it's like, that's a bit shitty. That's a bit shitty. And it feels a bit like, well, now you got this following, you can just turn your back on it. And you may lose like 1,000 people in the process, but you're still going to gain because you got the numbers. So you just don't care. But that's a bit shit.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes if you've got your fingers in so many pies, man, you're gonna get burnt loads of times.
Yeah.
You know, it's really hard to sort of keep a watch if you're sort of like, this is the problem. By being like, I need to, you know what it's like. You know, if you look even at his track record, starts off as a standard normal collector. Then it was like, this isn't moving fast enough. This isn't helping my channel fast enough.
We signed off with PCS.
Customs is the hot shit now. So I'm going to be a commissioner. I'm going to get into customs. I'm going to make my own statues and get into this fucking. And then it was you know what I mean? It's sort of like a choppy, changey sort of like, oh, well, there's arcades now. Oh, there's fucking displays now. Oh, if your hands are in so many pies, it's very hard to manage that. It's very hard. Yeah. To not get bit in the arse later when you go, right, fuck that off and go to this and fuck that off and get this and then let's change to this and that. People were sort of left in the wake of it and being like, oh, fuck me, it's a bit harsh.
Yeah, the door keeps opening and closing because the dog's running around and my girlfriend's opening the door for it.
It's a
apparently
ghost in
Batman
there.
statue collector immediately had a relationship with statue companies after I accused him of false reviews. He has relationships with a lot of companies, 100%. It'll be like Sideshow, Prime One, Tweeterheads, because Tweeterheads paid for him to go to San Diego. I don't really watch his stuff. I think he's got a relationship with Queen as well. But yeah, so yeah, it happens. If you kit, you guys need to watch Sandman.
That's if you can.
Okay. Oh, if you can. Yeah, I want to watch it. A lot of people complaining about they gender swapped John Constantine, but it's still meant to be really good. Gone, you said. I don't know what you mean by that. My show was a good video. Truly painful to watch some of these YouTube reviewer piece and avoid the glaring fuck ups of the piece. Yeah, it's horrible.
But this is the argument, and I had this same discussion with Matey Boy in private the other day about someone, and I said, because of your relationships, you should do showcases, not reviews. Well, that's what you should do. You put a piece up, right? You do all the bits and you put it all together. You do all that business, and you say about this is the ES, this is the size of it, this is the weight of it, this is where you can get it, this is all this stuff. That's what you do, like QVC do. That's how you should do it. But you got to try and leave out the sort of I'm reviewing this, because you're not reviewing it. Because a real review will have the negatives. It has to.
Well, the point of that as well,
you must be able to highlight what is bad, like what is good, what is okay, what is, if there is bad, this is what it is. Let me show you it. When you've got like a fucking that rancor thing and the arms half hanging off, and you've got all these problems, and it's not being mentioned, wobbling around, and it looks like shit. Then you're a bit like, that's no good.
To be clear, though, he's a seller, so he is actually a store. So that's the other side of it as well. Is you can't be a reviewer and be a store, because that was the point of his Jean-Claude Van Damme review, was he had stock he needed to clear, so he was doing a video to clear stock. So it's going to be a positive video.
Yeah, so but he did. I mean, in fairness, he did say at the end of it, "I've got a couple of these. If you want them, let me know." So it was clear in that regard. It was at the end of the video and stuff. But like I say, if you have a prior engagement with these things where you are getting them discounted and you're selling them, and that discount is not being passed on to the buyers, but you're going to take the profits of it, if you're profiting, you should not, absolutely not, be saying this is positive, this is this, that, because that's a review. And then you've got a problem. So it should just be a showcase, and that's what I maintain. And I think a lot, but the problem is there's no legally. I mean, there is a little thing. Somebody shared something to me about it, saying it was, you shouldn't legally do it. You can get in fucking trouble if if people find out you can get into shit about it. And I think that's how it should be.
In America, you can with the. I can't remember the thing. There's like a thing about trading standards. We call it trading standards, but they call it FDA is the food. So no.
There's nothing wrong with a showcase video. I know a lot of people that watch certain these channels and they turn the volume off because they know they're lying, so they don't listen. But they're beautifully shot, very well presented, very well like on the eye. They're fantastic videos. They're top end videos, and that's another part of why it's gone that they've got as far as they've got. The videos are great, but the second that you're starting to say, the stuff. I mean, I heard with my own ears, Jem say on a video that somebody didn't have an exclusive, and he's happy about that. What the fuck is that? I mean, that's just like that's not even okay. Oh, there's no exclusive for this, but to be honest, I'm quite happy about that. Why are you happy about that? You're a collector. You're happy that there's no extra part. You're happy that it's not a massive number. Why? That doesn't make any sense. It's not logical, is it? Really? Anybody that says that, you've got to ask questions like, really? What do you mean? I mean, nobody else is happy about that. I want an extra fucking head with storm. I want an extra portrait, extra arms, or fucking extra whatever. I want all of that stuff.
Let's get through some comments.
I want as much as I can get.
Let's get through some comments. Calm down.
I was just saying, like, why?
Just one quick football question then. Who's going to win the league?
Man City.
Okay, that's it. Don't know where Kit came from. Yeah. XM promo videos need work. They're like 15 seconds. You just spin the statue around too fast. Yeah. The one they did for Apocalypse actually was a whole new one, which actually looked quite promising, and then they just kind of went away from it. I think it was quite expensive. Mixie, it's all about the money now. That's why the video come down. Well, but the problem is he already got the views, so he took it down afterwards. So it doesn't really matter after that.
Probably got them all.
Did you see XM Angelus in person? How was it? Really nice. I saw it twice. I saw the prototype in Singapore, and then I saw it again in France. And it's really nice, actually. We actually, I was sent a list the other day because now I don't work for XM. Now they're like, hey, do you want to review some prototypes? Because what happened is they sent us a few prototypes when I started working for XM, and then they were a bit like, we don't really want you to review them if you're working here. So they kind of stopped that. So? Yeah, it was fair. And then now I left, they sent me a list yesterday or today. I can't remember. When did I send it to you?
Yesterday.
So they sent like a big.
Sent it this morning.
Oh, whenever the fuck it was. So they sent a big list to say which ones you want to review. Maybe we should put a list up and do a poll.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I want to do on the list was Nightcrawler, which I want to do, and I want to do the Carnage. I
want to do the Robin King.
What?
Robin King, the Robin with the big thing behind it.
Yeah, Robin King. Yeah.
Okay,
and also,
I got the name wrong.
No, I thought you were saying a name like a sculptor, Robin King.
No.
I was like, the fuck is Robin King? And then also the Joker as well. And we got
White Knight one.
Yeah, we've got some plans.
I'll be dicey sending that pictures.
The Angelus is actually really nice in person, and it's done really, really well. Miss Victor and Lou, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think the community does. I think they could do with them. I think the community needs just more proper collectors. There's a couple of guys that I like at the moment. Who's the guy? Is it H statues? H stats or some shit like that? K stats or something. I like him.
Yeah.
There's a couple of upcoming guys I'm digging. I'm enjoying.
One of my things is I was going to go to New York, and it was last minute. And then Lou actually, I didn't really know Lou very well. I spoke to him a little online. I did go in their live chat, and Lou actually offered for me to stay in his place. He said, "Look, I've got a few guys coming down. We've got an air mattress. You can crash on the air mattress. You stay as long as you want." And I was just like, wow, that's a super nice guy. And I really regret not going because the following year they both passed. They both passed, I think, within 6 months.
Yeah, that's definitely a regret. Yeah. That's a regret. Yeah,
I regret not meeting them. Any word on the... Apparently, if he's standing up, he's going to be 52 inches.
Who?
The XM Galactus. Evening, guys. Baby born yesterday. Still made the chat.
Oh,
congratulations,
brother.
I think I saw the picture, actually, Colin. Congratulations.
So tell us what's his name and how much does he weigh?
Let's see if it comes on that. For the record, the dude makes stupid faces for their thumbs or streetwalkers for pimps, known as the YouTube algorithm. But does it actually work with the algorithm? I need to fucking do that then. James started it to compete with Spec Fiction. Yeah, Todd's got too much of a following to compete with Todd. Punisher Excess, how's it going? Jalen Reddick. Gio said the truth. This is all about the hobby, no companies. And if peace is good, no matter who makes it, of course.
And 100%. And who sculpted it and painted it. I've got some, like I said, we have some serious. We have people that fucking hate us, and sometimes you've got to sit there and go. I remember right with Eric Sosa, we were in the middle.
Hey guys, catch everything.
I was in the middle of everything with Eric Sosa, like us having fucking proper fucking him attacking us online, loads of shit going on, and I reviewed that Wolf Killer. Yeah, Andy Fusco brought it round. So that's a double whammy to fucking slam the fuck out of that. Would have been fucking great because but
yeah, but and then the other point is, and then you went out and bought Akuma.
Yeah, I did do that. But also,
so double thing.
I fuck it. Like he pulled that Wolverine out, and I was just like, "This is one of the best Wolverines I've ever seen." And if you watch our review of the Wolf Killer, the yellow suit Wolf Killer piece, you'll see what I'm saying. If you want to see a man, fucking. Like being straight, even though we have got an issue. It's like the opposite of drawing a wanted poster for your best friend. It's like fucking you want to distort the truth to save the person or to destroy them. but it isn't how the fucking game is played. I can't do it. I really cannot do it. I had a bad experience with one time where I listened to a sob story about a guy that bought a piece and he paid so much money for it, and then he got it out and I thought it was a walking pile of monkey shit. And I swear to God,
well.
and I had to. I did the review and I was so muted about it. I was so like reserved about the negatives. I went home and I was disgusted with myself for about fucking 6 months. And I still have never got over the fact that I did that. To the point now, if someone comes over with a review, like a new person, and they start talking about like how they got it, I'll fucking leave. I'll just walk away because I'm just like, I don't want to hear this, because I don't want to hear that a man fucking had to borrow money or it cost thousands of pounds. And I took 6 years to find it.
For Gary, sometimes I feel sorry because Gary used to bring us so much stuff where he would be so proud of it, and he would be like, we have no clue what it's about. He brought us this big fucking spaceship one time, and we we're just like, how much you paid for that, Gary? He's like, oh yeah, $4,000 or whatever ridiculous price it was. And we're like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? And he brought in all these little bits. Yeah, we've done so many times with Gary. And the other thing with Gary is like he needs to get his glasses checked because he used to bring all these pieces over and they used to be chipped to fuck and little bits missing on them. We go, Gary, you know Red Skull on the back, all his stairs, fucking half his stairs missing. Is it? Yeah, Gary, isn't that just like the weathering? No, guys, that's a chip, buddy.
I miss them sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Let me get through these comments. Right, let me get through these comments. The gem site. I emailed him for a question not long after he started, and he answered snarky. I stopped answering at all. So Todd's going to my business multiple times. I've never dealt with Todd, but I've always I think I met him a couple of times in New York, but I felt really bad because he did come to speak to me and I was in the middle of something and I couldn't talk to him at the time and I feel really bad. But I've spoken to him a few times on emails, PMs, and he just seems like a nice guy. And he's got a really big following and a massive warehouse. Mr. Positivity, love it. Ross Carr, hi guys, Ross from Sydney. Once again, great conversations. So enjoyable. Expecting the XM Soundwave soon. That's one of my favourite pieces. I love that piece.
It's a fucking epic bit of work, that is, man. Huge congratulations. Can't wait to see. Make sure you let us know how you like it.
That's much smarter, Gio. Show the piece, leave your opinion somewhere that was neutral. It's not a review when everything is amazing.
No, exactly. Well said, sir. That's exactly.
Well, it used to be hit and miss. And he did about 50 videos with no miss. And then all of a sudden, people keep bringing it up. So he took a piece which was like no affiliate, like no link to, and just go, it's a miss. And it was just like, okay. And it was so staged the way he did it. Exactly. They don't do reviews. They do fluffy appraisals, of course. Exactly, Gio. The sponsored video should be labeled as such. Don't call it a review when it isn't a legit review.
That's it. It should be made abundantly clear that the video is sponsored and that the piece is either free or heavily, massively discounted.
This is it. This comment. I don't like when not just him, when people do it. Release a video review when it's just him talking about other people's footage. The worst one about that is Lobo. By Prime One. A guy put out a video on a group. It was on like one group or something. He put out a video, basically was panning around going, I just got Lobo in from Prime One. I'm not very happy. Look at the paint there. It's really sloppy. Look at the, he's got a material. I can't remember what they call it. He's like, look at this. It doesn't look like the prototype. Look at the chains. It don't look right. He then dubs over it going, oh, the paint is flawless. Look at this great. Look at the great material. Look at the chains. Oh, the mixed media is fantastic. And it's like,
oh my God.
Wow. You just took a video of a guy who sees it in front of him and is being not very happy about it and talking about how unhappy he is with the differences with the prototype. And you're going on and going, how it's great when you can't even see it in front of you. I even said that because I did do a video with Jay. Sent me a video for the Philippines, and at the beginning of the video I say, I am not at the con. This is me talking through the piece. I'm not there. I'm just giving my opinion based on what I see on screen. So I can't talk about how good the paint is. I can't talk about this. I'll just talk about what I see here. And I made that very clear to be like a disclaimer, because if you do that, you make it. He doesn't even say this is a video from John Smith. And
yeah, I saw it. He did one with the Carnage. He did one with the Carnage recently, but I'm sure that he saw the Carnage at the con. So that's better. I mean, personally, I wouldn't use it. I will always, like, collectors do send videos, but we always say, if you don't want to speak, put some music on it, because we feel a bit uncomfortable about talking over your video. It's just not okay. And also, if you've got a channel, like, make sure you fucking, like, we can if we are going to do anything, let us push up. Let us just fucking help you, because there's something about it. There's something about it. It just fucking doesn't. It's a horrible thing. It really is. It stinks, really, to be honest.
All right, let's just go through these, dude. BSC is a school counselor. He has a medical condition of permanent fallacious positivity. Fallacious positivity. He never degrades a badly made statue, but he said it's not for me personally. Guys, empty crap. I can't do that positive thing. And the thing is with me is, even when I did some videos for XM, you can tell when I'm no. I tell you the best one. The best one is when we got sent a piece which Jem actually got sent, and he says it's great, whatever. He said it was good. It was the Diamond Select Thanos. I set it up. I literally looked at it and I'm like, this is really bad. So literally I set up the camera, turned the camera on, I put it into the module case, so I had really good lighting, and I put it on turntable, and I'm talking about it. I'm like, okay, let's just go through this and point out, the points about it. So I was like, it's got a switch out this, it's got the Infinity Gauntlet here, this is from Endgame or whichever one it's from, this, and I get to a point where I'm like, and then this is this, and I'm like, and this piece is a pile of fucking shit, and just like still don't turn the camera on. I couldn't do it, and I contacted them, and I just said to them, I said, look, this piece is so bad.
The best thing we can do is not post a review.
I said the best thing to do is not film a review and not put it out there, because it's not going to do you any good. And they never sent us another piece. So
yeah, there you are. But I can count on both hands how many times that's happened.
Yeah.
How many it's happened.
Yeah, I was saying that for the Carnage one the other day. Jem is getting kind of iffy with him sucking up for the comic scalpers of the con. Left a bad taste in my mouth. Yeah, I don't agree with that either.
I think a lot of people were a bit pissed off about that. But I mean, like I say, it's fresh.
The reason why Jem is not happy about the exclusive is because there's not things left in the box. I tend to give BSC both barrels. His false positives make me want to puke. By the way, long time no talk. Glad you guys are both well. Alex, congrats on moving up. Gio, congrats on the fam and being just an amazing man. Don't take this. God, man. Get his cock out of your mouth. Jesus.
Mate, I'm going to go to bed so fucking happy with that.
You're going to go through the fucking door, that big head.
Congrats on moving up. Just brilliant. I appreciate that, brother. God bless you. Thank you. But you know what, man? It's good to be sort of talking with everyone and be back. It's harder when there's, when some of the honest voices are lower. I feel quite bad that there's like people, there's like Darth Castle, them fucking guys as well. They're good guys. There's loads of channels that are coming up that are saying this is good, this is not. I like this. I like that. And there's other channels that come through. It's hard as well because when you're a new channel as well, sometimes you ain't seen too much, so it's really difficult to be like negative if you've not seen a lot. So you have to always take that into account. Sometimes people are like happy with something because they probably have 3 statues and they've probably seen only 3 statues, and it's a bit like you got to give them that, because everybody starts a little bit like that. But when you're a cat when you've done thousands of videos and you've been to cons all over the place, and you know what's good and you know what's not, and everything's good, they're full of shit. It's that simple. And then fucking guys, they've seen a lot of stuff. And they know what's good. I'm under no illusion that they know the truth about what's good and what ain't. And it's about just, but like I say, once it becomes your earnings, once it becomes what you need to do it. It's a different game, man. And it's hard. I'm not gonna sort of kick someone's ass for putting food on their table. it's very difficult to sort of be a bit pissed about that. You've got to understand, there's people that go to work sweeping the fucking floor, getting treated like shit all fucking day long because they're trying to fucking provide. They've got responsibilities, they've got things to do. And understanding that is half of the battle. Once you understand that, you can then probably go, you know what, turn the fucking volume off. Don't buy into this. Just it's a beautifully filmed thing. Look at it. Do I like it? Yes. Do I want it? Yes. Buy it then. Look, do it like that instead of being like, oh, he says it's great. Yeah. It's a bit more like that. Just a responsibility in yourself to sort of understand what you're being shown.
I've had people comment on a video from 7 years ago, literally like 7 years ago, which we've done videos 9 years ago, I think. So 7 years ago, you get someone comment on a video and go, I just saw this piece and it's not that good. You said it was amazing. Why? You know, I'm disappointed. Whatever. You'd be like, well, back then I did think it was amazing because that was my reference
good
point.
for back then. Yeah.
And back then you didn't have all these other things that you have now. But it's a different time, different point, you know. I was going to say something. You made me fucking forget now because you went on and on.
Got Apocalypse from XM was blown away by how good it is. I know.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Don't listen to all those guys on that little chat group. Or the little chat group, because there's so many XM haters that you know the group I'm talking about. He's in there with me. But
it's a really nice one, man. It's a really nice piece, you know. Yeah, it was good.
All right, let me get through these. So Nick in the house.
Yo, brother.
Another Nick. Hey guys, how long do you think it'll be till a company does a quarter scale Bishop?
Put fucking XM do it because I don't see anybody. I don't know why no one's touching that. That's a fucking great. That's a big character in the X.
There must be something to do with the licensing. Obviously, there was the Fox kind of stuff to prevent it, but there must be something where they must be like because they hold characters back until if they've got plans for things, they'll hold it back. So talking
about statues old that don't hold or don't still. Shine your boots. Listen to this. Fucking Bishop Bowen Designs. Get it. It's a fucking grail. It's a stunning piece of work. That piece from Bowen Designs.
Mike used to have that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Sold it like a fucking idiot. I think he got a coconut jelly bean and a fucking. I think he got a new left shoe. I think it was an Air Max.
I think it was. He's on like Namor on the base, isn't he? No, not Namor.
No, Nimrod.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, if you're one of them cats, it's like you're not. If it has to be quarter scale, and that's your bread and butter, man. I mean, for me, I've got a couple of Bowen pieces, and if I'm not a massive Bishop fan, but if I was, I'd go for that straight away. I'd be after. Lovely bit of work.
Yeah. All right, let me go through these because we keep getting sidetracked. There you go. Review the Maestro B. They're not going to fucking send that because also I've done a video for Robin B. The Robin King is actually the Robin who is actually Bruce as a kid gone bad. Okay, it's good to know.
Awesome. Well, I tell you what, you better send us some shit. If we get that in, we're going to need it.
Yeah. When the Batman who laughs steals the power of the balloon lad from Watchmen, Dr. Manhattan. The Batman who laughs steals Dr. Manhattan's power. Are you fucking kidding me? Dr. Manhattan is like the most powerful superhero ever in anything, I think.
Got a big cock and all.
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan is ludicrously powerful. He would fuck up like nearly everyone. Even Thanos. He would.
Fucking day. I'm joking.
Name is slip. Yeah, Dr. Manhattan. Keep it real, Gio. That's why I like you. Like, not love.
You
Eric,
love
song your shit,
right,
Eric. Cameron, if they have a proto for Nova, I'd like to see that. I'll try and get that. You guys love talking over each other, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah. You want to see us in Tesco's, bro, in Sainsbury's or something? It's
people think we're a gay couple, but yeah, that's what 35 years of friendship.
If we were a gay couple, we'd have broken up by now.
Why?
Hackles. Would have got weird, but. I think that's the reason we can stay together. The sex is not involved. I don't do hairy really. Hairy's not my thing. You're a bit hairy, man.
I'll shave for you.
But sleeping with Robin Williams without the comedic genius. Why would you?
Batman Statue Collector is the king of those facial expressions you talk about. Yeah. If no one hates a reviewer, in their field, the reviewer isn't doing it right. Yeah. Cheers, guys.
That's
Name
the
is
point.
Luca. Big boy, 10 pounds 5. Wow.
Fuck, bro, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that as well, Luca. That's us. I mean, my boy watches the film. I don't know if it's DreamWorks. I think it might be DreamWorks. I don't know if it's Disney. You know, the fish, the fish monsters. He's called Luca. You probably ain't seen it.
Sorry, Jason. We spoke. Is this a thing with Jem? We already spoke about it, buddy. If that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone who doesn't know the channel, I've really been enjoying the week collecting weekly the last year. They've been going check them out. Collecting weekly. I'll definitely check them out.
Yeah.
Stuart Murray, evening fellas, how's it going?
Yo, bro.
You guys need to shit on Gary's piece. You guys used to shit on Gary's piece all the time.
Don't have the best taste, bro. But
there's one
on
of
the
them.
level, his taste is hit and miss, man. Some stuff.
When we did
some good stuff. There's some very good stuff, but it's universally accepted as good.
When we did the Mythos Kenobi, and I had it on the turntable, and I was spinning it round, and it weren't turning properly, and I was like really fucking turning it, and literally George nudges me, and I look up, and the fucking saber is like bent like that. I think I was against the wall, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Was that in the video?
Yeah, at that time, I think that piece was still like £1,000. At least
like $12.50, I think, at that time.
Yeah.
Astronomical World, how you doing, buddy? Good time.
No,
long time no see. Got you guys live. What's up? Passion for art. Greetings from Amsterdam. How's it going? What's up, everyone? Sick Mansion. Let's go. How you doing? I'm all in for reviewing the Superman Justice Diary. If I get it, you can come down. Secret Mullet Man. That's my favorite name, actually. He makes me laugh every time with that picture. What's up, dude? It's been a while. It's been too long. Gio, those Hulks look fucking spectacular in the background. I've got the grey one of that Hulk somewhere.
Huh?
I've got the grey one of that Hulk.
It's not a bad piece, you know. I'm proper gay for the grey paint sideshow, dude. I like their grey shading on. I've seen a lot of their grey Hulks. All of them.
I'm actually tempted because I got it out just to make sure there was no damage. Literally, like,
we should review that. I'd like to review that.
I'll go get it out. Yeah, and also we should review Scar. We should review Scar really. Last few months when I noticed the weird facial expressions images for a review, I stopped watching Batman Statue Collector. I don't know. It just feels like it was about the fans or statues anymore. Yeah. How about Hot Toys? They're false time pre-orders. I hope the statue companies don't start doing that shit. I don't know what that means. They're false time pre-orders. I don't know. I think they do like a set. You have this period of time to order, and then we stop doing and then that's the edition size, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they should to increase exclusivity. Constant Positive just turns into someone like a kid show Barney Teletubbies.
Yeah. Unless they're fucking
crazy, happy. You guys are back. Straight real. We are back.
Thanks.
The problem with muting the channel just to watch the visuals is you still give them a view. Yeah.
But you know what?
Here's the
thing. That's not ever an issue. They earn that, and I've got no issue with any of that. I've got no. I think especially Jem's video quality is exceptional. How he puts it together and stuff, the way he frames it, the way his way of doing things is I like all of the stuff that he does. So. For me, views and shit like that is thing. Like I'm saying, it just becomes more about just try fucking to not gloss over or not bypass completely stuff that you would not be happy with if you paid fucking. Remember the man, remember your friends, remember the hobby, remember the guy who's going to bust his ass sweeping that fucking floor and stacking them fucking shelves or doing whatever the fuck he's doing Monday to Friday or even fucking Monday to Saturday, whatever. Remember them guys that are paying their wages to buy this shit. Because I do. I'm constantly thinking about that. I'm thinking about fucking some guy who's put all his fucking money or all his spare money saved up to buy this shit and it looks crap. And you've got to fucking say, this don't look good. This don't look good and that's great or whatever the fuck.
Well, the thing is when Sideshow used to send us stuff, they didn't seem like they, if we would say negative stuff about their pieces,
Yeah.
I think you need to be constructive about stuff as well. You can't just be a cunt about
You're
it.
very good at that. I'm not so good at that because it pisses me off. You see.
Well, what you got to remember is they are the longest serving company
No, I'm
in
talking
the
about any
industry.
statue. Any statue, oh, it pisses me
No,
off when I see things. I'm not happy with.
yeah.
Bothers me a little.
I commented a while ago on YouTube discussion the ridiculous price of new statues, talking about the Neo piece and the Final Fantasy. I got the it's because I love the game, but definitely overpaid. You bought the Final Fantasy piece. Holy fuck, that was like 12 grand. You are fucking mad. I mean, that was a 12 grand or 11
Yeah,
and a
but
half
yeah,
thousand
but
dollars,
listen,
1/6 scale piece.
but
And
listen.
I hope it comes out
You
absolutely
don't you
amazing.
don't know that you don't know the financial position this person happens to be in.
Oh, wait. He didn't get the Final Fantasy one. I got the Neo one,
Okay.
not the Final Fantasy. That makes sense. Because the Neo one was still expensive. I think it was still 3.5 grand, but I do like that one more. I do think it looks great. The 2B looks fantastic on there. And they were a few companies after the fact that capitalized on Prime 1 making the price so high by making customs of like one piece, so 2B and then the other characters individually and selling them for much cheaper. So, yeah, I do think the pricing was high, but allegedly it was down to Square Enix making the licensing so high, and they controlled the pricing allegedly. So, I think channels need to be honest about their intentions. British Satchel said multiple times this channel is only for positivity. Okay, that's bullshit then. I actually was asked a question. I'm doing market research.
It doesn't, yeah, okay.
So I was asked a
Well,
question, and what the question is looking at your channel. What do you see? What do you class as your channel being successful? And then they give you a list, and they say money, views, subscribers,
well, no.
influence, and they list all this shit, and then other. And I clicked other, and I'm like, other. My our goal, at the beginning, the goal was to build a community, to create a place where people could openly speak about the hobby without being shut down because there was a lot of shit going on at the time. But also from a selfish point of view, it was to develop personal skills, which it has. It's helped me with like editing, public speaking. It's helped me with a lot of ways of dealing with like social media, which has then led on to personal like to jobs and development there. So there's personal development, personal growth was something for me as well. But no, it was never when they asked that question, it was never like subscribers, money. It was never about any of that. So,
Mine's about trust. It's just
yeah,
about trust. I don't care about nothing else. It literally is two things. There's two things I care about with doing the channel. One is seeing you, speaking to you, spending time with you, and having a sort of a reason to do it. That's not just me talking to you on the phone and people going, get off the fucking phone. It's a bit like, well, we've got a channel together. We've so that's part of it, but also trust. Just I would rather have 5 people that went, you know what, if I'm going to buy something, I'm going to listen to what these fucking cats are saying. I know that good, bad, or indifferent, I can trust at least that they're going to give it to me, even if I don't agree, even if I look at it and say, well, I think that looks okay, but at least they're saying what I think they need to say. That's all I need. I don't need 100,000. I could give a fuck. I don't need the money. Somebody once told me, and it's the most, and I use it all the time, and the most valuable thing of any person in this world can ever give you is their time. And I hope people look back and say, you know what, I did put some time. I gave you my time. It's the most precious thing I have. And I gave it to you. And you know what I'm like, because when we do reviews, I'm very specific about, let's get this shit. I don't want to be here. I've got things on. I've got a wife. I've got a family. I've got responsibilities. I've got shit going on. So time is the most valuable thing. If I respond to a comment, if I speak to people online, and I'm giving you my time, it's the most valuable commodity I have. It's the only currency you can spend once. Everything else I don't give a fuck about. Money, I don't care. I couldn't give a fuck. I couldn't give a fuck if this channel brought in a penny a year. I wouldn't change nothing.
It's funny you say that because you kept chasing me up about that fucking money I owed you, didn't you?
That's different. That's
Yeah, fucking bugged me about that, didn't you? Money don't fucking matter. Where's my fucking money? Where's my 450?
Like, if you owe me money, it's different. You don't want to owe me money. It's not ideal.
Yeah. Just the last 2 points I just wanted to cover. I did go to see Bullet Train the other day, which was a lot of fun. I definitely recommend going to see that. It's just one of those films that
Shit name, though, isn't it?
It was about the Bullet Train. They're on the Bullet Train in Japan. And they're all hitmen. They're all hitmen. So it does make sense. But Brad Pitt's great in it. He's funny. And then there's these guys, the twins. They're great as well. And I would like to see a spin-off movie with a prequel of the twins.
Who's the director?
He directed, I think he was like a stuntman or something for someone famous, and then he actually turned into a director, and I think he directed Deadpool 2.
Okay.
But it was a lot of fun. I did really enjoy it, and again, I mean, it was just something to like a popcorn flick, and I do recommend. Like Brad Pitt's always quite good. He's quite funny.
You know, I watched Fallen.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington.
It's on your side. Yes, it is. Yeah. Azazel.
Really enjoyed that.
Azazel, was it?
Azazel, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, but he lives at the end, doesn't it? Because it gets into the fucking rabbit.
What are you doing? But yeah. Gets into the cat, doesn't he?
Yeah. Good film. Great film. Really
I
good.
love Denzel Washington, man. Fucking awesome actor.
Yeah. What's the other one? And
I also you know that GIF? You know that GIF of Denzel Washington sort of going in a brown leather jacket? He's like,
yeah.
I didn't ever. I've used that so many times. When someone says something nice, I'm a bit like, thanks, man. And I've used that GIF loads of times. I never fucking knew where it was from. Yeah. And it's from that film.
John Goodman
says watching the film, I was like, yeah, it fucking is. I know that coat he's wearing.
Is it John Goodman says something to him and he does that?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
John
Goodman's actually really good as well.
Yeah,
I like John Goodman.
It's a great film. Great film. Quite sad though. I think it's like does he kill his brother and stuff?
Yeah,
it's quite sad that bit. But yeah, and also Prey. I saw Prey. Ooh. It's fun. Again, it's like maybe a little bit slow.
They're using NED's fliplock in that. His gun.
Yeah.
Dude, some people online try to give him like bullshit about it not being the case, and he's got like videos of the actors going, "Thank you, fucking so much." All this shit. I was just mate, don't listen.
Well,
don't never fuck with Nenny D's integrity, man. He's another cat that is as honest as the fucking day is long. Don't fuck with that guy. Don't try and make out that guy is like anything other than straight, honest, badass fucking guy. That guy's legendary.
Yeah.
And if you don't know who he is, check him out. Nenny D's awesome.
Love Nenny D. I don't know if he still does videos, but he does do a lot of painting. He slated Prey a lot.
He didn't like the creature design though, did he? And he's not a Predator fan. That's what was very interesting to me.
Yeah, he said it was just
he's not a Predator fan. He likes the design of the monster, but he's not like it. I found that very interesting.
I did see a post though where Eric Sosa was bitching about the sculpting of the creature and saying he hated it, and then the actual person who created it came in and said, I'm sorry that people don't like it. As you know, it's based on the original design by Stan Winston that we went from. And it was quite funny to see someone like slating who's a sculptor. You would be a bit more tactful, I think, the way you worded it. But anyway,
he's in that field and he doesn't like being criticised at all. You mean?
Yeah, exactly. Oh. But the thing is, as well, is like Prey again. I mean, I thought there's a few parts where it's like the Predator's thick as shit, basically.
Is it meant to be like a new Predator, like a learning Predator?
I think you kind of make an assumption that he's young and he's not very skilled. But also the actual assumption as well is the fact that the AVP stuff isn't canon. So this is meant to be the first time they go to Earth. So they underestimate humans. That's meant to be kind of what it was within the timeline.
The AVP stuff that's not. How far back is that meant to be?
It's not canon.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I didn't think it was that far back, was it?
They go back, and the stuff under the ground is from thousands of years ago, isn't it?
Ah, okay.
But I know. Well, I just say I did enjoy
I
it.
enjoyed AVP actually.
There's a few. There are a few bits which I won't ruin, but the kind of end
because I ain't
part.
seen it.
No, like the end part is a bit like
No,
it's a bit
I
like
don't.
what
I don't
like
want to
that
hear.
kind of thing. And apparently, I read this today. The reason why it was not in the cinema is because of the original agreement with Fox. Fox made a signed agreement with HBO before Disney bought them out, and the agreement was based that if Fox put anything in the cinema Predator related, it would then exclusively be on HBO afterwards.
Okay.
So because then obviously Disney made the film, they didn't want to put it on HBO, so they didn't put it in the cinema. Theaters, sorry.
Nice bit of knowledge. Hit you with some knowledge, bitch. Look, man, we're running out of time. Get pictures up.
Yeah, no eye holes in the helmet. Yeah, exactly. All right, we're going to go on some pictures. While we can. Share screen.
Had an hour and 10 minutes of waffle.
Yeah, but fucking an hour and 6 minutes with you. There you go. You see that?
Damn, yeah.
I won that. 20 quid.
It's a great deal for £20.
Raffle.
You go closer up into the signature. I'm not.
I don't know. Can I?
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
I got the rainbow signature. I know it pisses you off. Yeah, I won it on the raffle, so I was quite happy about that. This then, talking about Predator, this is the shoulder cannon, plasma caster shoulder cannon, and it's by a Hollywood Collectibles Group. The funny thing about this was I didn't know Hollywood Collectible Group was still around. So
no, yeah, I haven't heard from them in a while.
Been a long time, isn't it?
A few years.
Yeah, according to the Prey director, is a standalone story. It's simply the first time that this feral predator comes to Earth since the action takes place in 1719. There's less tech. Yeah, I don't care about the tech because the other argument as well is that the predators won't use the highest end tech because they'll try and keep it as a hunt.
Sporting.
By keep it sporting by being matching to the actual surroundings. So that was my kind of theory as well. So shoulder cannon looks pretty cool. Looks like quite a nice piece. 500 edition size. Yeah, they do some quite nice props. They did a really nice aliens gun. Sorry. The A041, I think it's called. I can't remember now. But they did some nice stuff in the past. This then is the Infinity Studios Terminator Dark Fate.
There's some pictures of this online. This is fucking crazy.
This looks absolutely amazing. The likeness. I mean, I saw their Affleck and I saw their Cavill. Their Affleck Batman was really nice. Cavill was good to great, but not quite great. There was something missing on there, but the Affleck was ridiculous. This looks like they cut his head off, man. This looks crazy. But the only problem with this is from a shit movie.
I didn't mind Dark Fate.
Which one's Dark Fate? Is that the?
It's a good one. You're full of shit. I like Dark Fate. Dark Fate was all right.
Which one's that though? Oh, I'm thinking Genesis is terrible.
Genesis is terrible, but this is on Dark Fate. This is where it's like, I've been waiting for you, and he gets
battered. Yeah, he goes, I've been waiting for you for like fucking 20 years and still gets his ass kicked. Dickhead.
Well, he didn't plan very well, did you, fucking Arnie? He didn't plan very well. But this is on Dark Fate. I enjoyed Dark Fate. Dark Fate was good.
I enjoyed the start. I've said this 100 times. I enjoyed the first 15, 20 minutes of Genesis. I thought it was great, and it was going in a really great direction. And then when she comes in, she's so miscast, so miscast.
That was purely like fucking Khaleesi. That was.
Yeah.
That was such a bullshit fucking thing to do. This looks unfucking believable. This looks really impressive.
The likeness of this is
I saw so many pictures of this, right, and I was literally like, "This looks like it's fucking the guy. This is the best. This is the best Arnold Schwarzenegger likeness I've ever seen.
Yeah,
ever.
It's ridiculous. And if it comes out, I mean, like, it'll be interesting to see how this comes out
Yeah.
in hand. But if it's anything to go by with their Wonder Woman, their Ben Affleck, and this, I mean, it's on the right way, This looks like the real Arnold, but I much prefer the younger. Yeah. Who's it supposed? Sucker von Ferner. Who's it supposed to be? Old Arnold from Terminator: Dark Fate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. I think it looks great. It's really great. Yeah. Well, you're telling me that doesn't look like him, Stucker. Who's going to come in? He's going to come in with some comparison.
That is an amazing bit of work.
I don't really want to guess.
Such an iconic face as well. Such a.
Yeah. I don't even want to guess the price of this Secret Mullet Man. I want to guess it. It's going to be a good few grand. So, doubled up.
Unbelievable bit of work.
There you go. Then you got the Koto Deadpool. So this is why I didn't respond to your comments, Jalen, and someone else commented on there as well. I can't see them now, but yeah. So this is the Kobakia Deadpool by the Kaherik brothers. This is £535.25 with the current exchange rate, and this is a 1/6 scale piece. Price
expensive.
Quite expensive, but if we ignore the price, it's expensive, but it does look nice. I mean, the sculpt looks. I think that sculpt looks really nice. The
it's definitely one of the best 1/6 scale Deadpools easily.
Yeah. I mean, people are saying that they wish that this was. I was waiting for Stucker von Ferno to compare it to someone else. He goes, I was like, yeah, who is it then? Who are you going to say? He goes, yeah, I was being a cunt. So at least he's honest.
Well, I think you can put that down to being the case. They look great together as well.
They look fantastic together. Look at that. Really nice. Yeah, I mean, other than the price, they look great together.
It's expensive, but I mean, the work is top.
Yeah.
The work is top. It looks real special. Both of them look fucking crazy.
I remember the fine art pieces used to be like £200, didn't they?
When you think to yourself, and I'm not being a cunt here, but when you think to yourself that like the retro Bowen, the people want like £1,500 for that piece. You can buy both of these for less than that, and you probably should, because that cable's better. I've seen the retro cable in person many times. Well, twice. And this is better. This one is better. This cable's better for sure.
Where'd you see that?
I see it at a collector's house. I can't even remember who. I see it in a DTOF, and it was on the bottom, and I went and I had a close look at it, and I really liked the Sentinel part, and I liked the body and everything, but I didn't like the portrait at all. And I was a bit like, fucking hell, it's quite pricey, this.
Yeah, 100%.
I think I like this better, for sure. Yeah.
It's nice. Really nice. This was something to do with the Nathan Drake, where Prime One have decided to make adjustments, but I can't really see what they've updated. They've added a gun into the holster, so that when he's got his hand out, the gun is in there. That's quite a good attachment. But then I wonder if there's a switch-out holster so that he doesn't have a gun. They've made a very slight tweak, because obviously the top one looks a bit stiff, like a bit.
It looks better below.
It does look better.
Yeah.
I'm quite surprised, though, that they've announced it, because a lot of companies wouldn't even... Because if you look at that, most companies wouldn't even bother announcing that, would they? That they made that change. But it's good that they have. It's good that they're communicating.
It's a change, but announcing it is highlighting the fact, look what we do for you.
I think
everyone says we're a bunch of cunts, but look what we do for you. Look, we change the slight angle on the hand because it don't look right.
I'm saying I think it's a good thing that they're pointing out that they've done it. And a lot of companies would have just done it, Also, they've changed the hand slightly because it's got a weird bend in it. So they've got more kind of outreached.
Yeah.
And then obviously the gun is in there. But I do wonder whether if you're using the gun, you can switch out the holster to be an empty holster as well now. I wonder if that's the case. this then is the Black Panther 1/3 scale by PCS. Obviously, it's based on that game again. Gameverse. Can't really see enough about it because it's a bit Photoshop.
Looks good from there. Looks all right from there.
Yeah,
from that picture.
Yeah. From their line of the Gameverse stuff, this looks like the best one so far.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
I mean, it's hard to tell from this picture. There's a lot of shadows, so the sculpt details are a little lost. But from what I can see, this looks good.
Yeah. Then you've
fucking
got
high that'll be that front.
Yeah.
High as fuck that'll be.
Then you got the Zero Deluxe. So this is £1,312, 63 pence, which is about $1,600. This is 30 inches tall, 18 inches wide. I don't know what the depth was on there, but yeah. So this is similar to the one last week when we did the
Mega Man one.
Yeah. Again, I mean, for me, it looks cool. I think the Mega Man looks better. But if you had those two together, it looked pretty cool. But it's just quite expensive. I mean, for the piece, and it does take up a lot of room for that kind of character. But then you've got the option of
does it take up a lot of room? Doesn't seem too big to me. 30 inches it is.
Yeah, 30 by 18 by 21. 21 inches. 21 inches deep.
21 inches deep is pretty deep, to be fair.
Yeah. So
quite pricey, man.
And then you get the basic version on the kind of old Street Fighter base they used to do, and that's still £632.95. They've got the wrong Sideshow put the wrong details here because they say 30 inches tall, 18 inches, so they got the Deluxe details.
Sure, they got
the thing there. But this is 18 by 10 by 8. So
it's like half the price.
It's more than half, just more than half. But still, it's still quite pricey to get that in, and I don't know. Maybe there are meant to be die-cast pieces on there, but I don't know what parts are. But yeah, for me,
we don't collect this. We don't collect this kind of stuff. So
the issue I have is if you remember the HMO one, it was, the price was better and the pose was better, and it looked all round better. I just find that the first version, the Deluxe version, is just way too busy, and then this version is way too plain. I don't know. There's no middle. I don't know.
The hard thing I find with this is that now it doesn't mean anything because half of his shit's all off.
Yeah.
So the other one, it's like showing you that he's like being built and he's being armored up to go, I assume. So now that's not part of the equation, why don't they armor him? Why don't they make it where they put the other leg on and they put the other thing on and have it like that?
Well, that was the thing.
Why have they got him all sort of half arm and half leg? It looks weird with that base. It looks like, what the fuck happened?
Well, that was the thing with the HMO one, is you could take off the pieces you wanted to and put them back on.
Yeah. But that's the way I think this should be done. I think this should be done exactly the same.
Yeah.
I think if they want to have a little bit of variation, they just literally do it's not fucking hard. Just sculpt the other side and the same with the foot. And have him fully built and have it like, this is your choice or this is your choice.
Sure. I don't trust PCS, nothing but defects. What happens to these statues if they don't sell? Are they recycled or something? It depends on the company, because XM Studios will say that they'll make 500, 800 made to order, and if they don't get the orders, they don't make them. Other companies like Sideshow, they'll make them in waves. So they'll say we're going to make 6,000 of them. They'll make them in like waves of 600 or whatever. They'll make them, and then as it starts slowing down, they'll slow down the orders, and they'll just keep selling them until they sell. Or to do variants, UK collectors getting screwed by the exchange rate. That sure looks better than the Thanos. Jim Lee remastered art print looks good. It does look really good, actually. I don't have that on there, but the silver one looks great. Then you go through here. So the Queen Studios 1/1 alien bust is coming.
Sweet.
Looking forward to seeing that because they do some fantastic work. This is one we mentioned that PA and Skinner are doing a live chat on Instagram today. I don't know the time difference. So 10 Eastern. What's it, about 8 o'clock Eastern now? So in about 2 hours on Instagram, they'll be doing that. So check them out. Very relaxed interview with them. Check them out, House of Gog. This then is the Wolverine Ronin. It's sculpted by Canal. And with these pieces, I just find it's £590, which isn't too bad. But I mixed them up again. You dickhead.
You fucking...
Yeah, fucking nugget. I will come back to that one then. Then you got the Boba Fett and Han Solo Carbonate. So I'm interested to hear what Mike thinks about this. I find his stance like...
it won't be. Technically speaking, that isn't Boba Fett.
Is it not?
No, of course it's not. It's Leia, you silly cunt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that explains why they really sort of camp pose then.
Oh, let me see it again, because let me see it. It looked like Leia in the other one. Wait a minute. Go close into it. Let me see. It's hard because it's small on my screen. That might be him. Go right in. Oh, that's Boba Fett, man. That's right. Okay. I thought from back here it looked like when she sank him.
Yeah.
That definitely is Boba Fett, 100%. So that's when he's being taken and into the ship.
That's Boba Fett.
Nice. Looks nice.
Leia's in a different mask.
Yeah, she is. She's in a different helmet and a little bit of a different outfit. It's more cream in it, if I remember correctly. More cream and sort of orange.
But for both those pieces,
it's hard because on my screen it's about fucking this big. Yeah. It's like well small. So
both those pieces, 658. Not too bad, is it?
I don't think so. I think that's good. That's all right. The only thing is that the floating thing just like behind it.
A bit weird. And his lean is a bit camp.
That's what made me think it was Leia, But it's like the bit where the bit where she like turns around to see if anyone's watching before she fucking lets him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doctor
Doom. Why happened to your Doctor Doom order then, eh? I'm going to go.
No, I cancelled it.
You talk about it.
Oh, you're going to go up and have a little wee, are you?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I had this on pre-order. I pre-ordered this. I've got the Mythos Darth Vader, and I got Man. But I'm self drinking it. I decided that I think I'm going to sort of like calm down on the Marvel pieces a little bit. I saw the video from Gooch. The video was good, and Gooch is another one who's incredibly honest. He says what's good and what's bad and what's indifferent. I mean, he thinks that the shipping on this was like too much. I think it was like $280 for him to ship this, which is really high. Besides, I don't think I've ever had a shipping bill that high.
How much was it?
I just thought to myself, you know what? As nice as it is, I feel it's really similar to my Bane. There's something about it that just is a little bit similar. It's a lot of real estate to give up. I think that the totem sort of looks okay. I don't think it quite looks as good as the prototype did. The rest of it looks nice and looks all right, but it didn't make me go.
You can take the tome away.
I know, but then you sort of like, it's not really about that, is it? I think the totem looked a little bit better in the prototype. I think it was a bit better. I think it was better work.
Yeah.
But it just didn't wow me. I looked at it, I was like, it's all right. And then I was a bit like, I think the armor looks good. I think the paint on it looks good. It's got, I like that sort of chin up in the air, stoic sort of look.
Yeah.
But it just didn't.
I think it looks great from his photos.
Yeah, it looks good. I just, when something's just a bit like, yeah, I could get that in, and then I was a bit like, why would I do that?
What was your shipping bill?
I didn't get one. I cancelled it well before they told me it was ready.
I thought you said you got one.
No, Thingy got it. Thingy got it in, didn't he? I think he got two. He said it was 280, didn't he?
Who?
Gooch.
280 to where?
Fuck, I don't know.
Oh, I thought he was in Florida, though.
I don't think he is.
He moves around, doesn't he? But anyway.
Assassins do.
I got another porn bot. Hold on. Would you say Doom on Throne is still the king?
Oh yeah, fucking that don't beat Doom on Throne. No fucking chance. No way.
This is sorry, yeah, Jalen. This is not for
Good size though.
quality of the picture. This is for the scaling. This is
Yeah,
to show
that's a
how.
good size, that Doom. It's a good size, that Doom. Doom looks good, man.
Yeah,
Surf is meant to be, his feet look very close to Doom's, and Surf is meant to be about 6'4".
6'4", yeah.
And I think Doom in his armor is 6'8", and that looks about right. They look very close. I think Silver Surfer is just a tad higher.
Yeah.
So yeah, that looks good, man.
But then
The real problem there is that Galactus. That fucking light up is epic, but that scaling of that Galactus is no fucking good.
Shame.
It's no good. That
shame,
Galactus needs to be 25 to 40% bigger than that.
Yeah. There he is.
I really like it though. I like the way it looks. I like the light up, especially. I think it looks cool. It's just too small.
It does look nice, but it's just it's too small. You'd have to display it with Bowens and stuff, you know.
Yeah, that's all right. I'd just buy 1/10. If it was me. The way that is done as well, it's like a centerpiece. So what you would do is you have it like that, and then set all your fucking guys fighting around the bottom of it.
Well, it reminds me of the kind of Heraclix. You know, do you know what they are? The little, they're like the size of like Warhammer pieces, and their characters, and then they have like a bases that turn around, and it's almost like a top trump thing. They were pretty cool, actually. Yeah, and then what you do is you get like the big Galactus. I've seen like bone Galactuses with the Fantastic Four Heraclix around it, and it looks pretty cool. Yeah. So you kind of do like that.
You definitely put it with like the 1/10 X-Men or the 1/10 whatever you've got.
Yeah,
I think it looked great there. I think people are not gonna like this, but I don't like the maquette at all.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I've had the opportunity to buy that maquette many times for quite cheap money. I think it's £700, £600. I've had a few times the chance, and I just don't like it. Yeah. I don't like the inconsistent paint. I don't like the base at all. I don't like the fact it wobbles and leans. I don't like the fact that the light ups are like a lot of the time not working.
Yeah, that was the problem I had. Is I bought one off Mike, and he did tell me those issues. He didn't screw me over at all. He told me all the problems to start with, and I was like, I'll take it. And what the thing that bothered me was, it wobbled. I think the base didn't light up properly, or the chest didn't light up. I can't remember which one. And then Mike decided to fucking sand the base or whatever he did. You know, wiped all the base down and took all
the space dust off.
Yeah. So
I really dislike the base a lot. I think the base is shit on that piece. And I've I was talking to somebody actually, funny enough, in the comments when we did the video for have you ever seen a 10 out of 10? Someone come on and said Galactus maquette is a 10 out of 10. And I was like, well, it's got a little bit of a lean. It's got inconsistent paint in a lot of it, and light ups never really work, and it doesn't have an edition size, so I don't even consider it a collectible. In my eye. And the person was like, anybody that's seen this piece in person would not agree with you. I was like, mate, I've seen fucking at least 12 of them.
Yeah, but I tell you what though, when you say that comment about it being a limited edition and not being a collectible, you're kind of full of shit a little bit there, because if you look into it, wait, hold the that alien thing, or the predator, fucking Sideshow Predator. What's it called? The one where he's like Wolf Predator. That's limited edition.
I don't care. Still wouldn't buy that either.
But then there's only 100 and something of them.
I love it. Yeah, but that's different because all of them broke. Let's get our facts in. You don't know how many. It's meant to be a low edition because so many broke and were sent back. And they wanted their money. They didn't want another one. Loads of problems with them. So that's different. You don't know how many of them Galactuses are out there. And the fact that I've been collecting for about, I've been in this game for about a decade. I've seen fucking 12 of them. And I'm not as well traveled as you. How many of these have you seen? How many maquettes Galactuses have you seen?
Not a lot, like 10. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
I think out of all of them, I had probably the worst one.
Oh, you definitely had the worst one.
Hey, shut up.
You had the worst one I ever seen for sure.
Yeah.
I did see one. I think it was when we were in Singapore. I think it was in one of the stores.
Oh
And
yeah, but that store has so much fucking dust over everything.
No,
Do you
but
remember
but it was probably the best painted body of
okay.
of any of them I've seen. It had more consistency. There's a lot of like flaky, funny lines, wonky, bumpy. Like it's just not something. There's something wrong with that. And that one had one of the best paints
when
I've seen.
when you rewatch some of the old RaddTitan videos, Gio goes on about how the edition size means nothing.
Yeah. Well, it's if as long as it still has a number,
Oh.
it's okay. Remember, it has to have if it doesn't have a number, then I don't consider it a collectible. I'm sorry, that's just I don't. I'm a collector. If it has to have a number, even if that number is $6,000, that's okay.
Should we move
If
on?
you want to, that's okay. But when you've been in the game a while and you keep losing money on these 6K edition size pieces, the fucking attitude changes. Trust me. It don't matter when you're not selling nothing. Then all of a sudden, when a new Batman comes out, you need to move on your premium format, and you realise that you've paid direct from Sideshow and you've probably paid 400 quid for it, and you sell it for 200 quid. You then go, yeah, fuck this, I ain't doing this again.
All right, let's move on now then. So this is back to the Ronin Wolverine. I think the problem with one of these, again, I didn't realize before, but this has one of those fucking perspective bases. Someone corrected me. They said that Batman, or the Fembot Batman,
yeah, I heard that.
Doesn't have. It's not
Wendy
actually
House.
a Wendy house. It's like an old style building where they have the windows in the attic to ventilate. I still don't like it. I just don't think. For me,
still looks like a Wendy house to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, but the same thing is I didn't realize. But on the base of this, it's the same. It's got like this weird little village. We'll go into it in a second, but I do think the sculpt on this is nice. I do think the paint looks nice. I just find the pose awkward, and I think it's just one of those pieces that you really need to see in person. I think it's really hard to. I mean, the previous one where he's like diving. I really don't like that, and I don't think seeing it in person could save it. I think this one has potential if you see it in person.
Well, it's got a lot of nice work on it. I'm surprised you're not interested in picking this up. I can see you buying this.
If you look at this angle, there is that kind of perspective thing about if you see if the
just pretend it's a little fucking boat in the stream. Don't worry about
but look, and then you got the little weird little guys there in the smoke, and then you got these terrible seams right here and here. Can you see my mouse moving?
Yeah, I can see him. Yeah.
So like there and there, you got these terrible seams.
Yeah, but that's the back of it, isn't it?
Well, it's got to go around the other side as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know. I can see you buying this. I can see this coming into your collection. I can see it.
I don't think so.
I can.
I do. The gate creatures attacking him, apparently. Saw this at San Diego Comic Con. It's much nicer in person. I just don't like the angle of his claws. Such a that shit pose. Hate the Wolverine.
See a mixed bag.
I really can't ever get on with the false perspective. It really bothers me every time. I don't like it.
It does us, to be honest. It does us. We said the same about when XM did this years ago with Spider-Man. We were like, yeah,
this Wolverine looks like a leaping Wolverine abomination. I know that feeling. The amount of people who can't read, can't read prices firm in the bio and ask for half off is a ridiculous bunch of balls. So the Wolverine is in pain, or is he attacking? I think he's like doing what Wolverine does. He's like, kind of. I don't think he's in pain. But I think Wolverine still feels pain.
He does feel pain. Of course he does.
He's got arrows sticking through his arm, so it's not going to feel nice, is it?
There's a bit where he says that every time his claws come out, it's painful.
Well, that's the movie.
So?
Crypto
Jackman, bitch.
Crypto from Crypto Market from Tweetheads. So this is £233.64.
I prefer fucking Stuart Murray's one.
Yeah.
It's much better.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's by that guy that's...
looks like he's been impaled by a big fucking ice spike.
Looks like he's floated, like landed on the fucking Fortress of Solitude.
No. It's got like it has got that face. Nah, that's no good. I don't like that at all.
What are you doing? Chewing my chair. God damn sneaky little fucker. Yeah, so that's that. Then you got your trap jaw.
Well, he's got the hook arm now, so this is the arm. This is the alternative arm. So the other arm was the big fucking like sort of bladed cannon, and this one is the classic hook, you know, that you got with the figure.
It looks great. It looks really nice. It's not the best
pictures ain't great, but I did the best I could with them.
Yeah. Maestro B up for pre-order. What you doing, buddy?
So much money.
It is, but it's huge, and you know, what you do.
I watched the setup of the fucking war tank, and I was just like blown away.
Yeah.
I watched the video and I was just like, you know what? The fact that people compare Sideshow and XM together is it's a travesty. It's a miscarriage of justice of the highest order. You watch that video and you think to yourself, Jesus fucking Christ, when has Sideshow ever in the history of them ever made anything anywhere like that? And they haven't.
Well, you have
Nothing like it.
What you have to sort of like look into as well is the fact that the Hulkbuster is regarded as one of XM's best pieces ever. The War Tank is much better paint, much better sculpt.
But you see, like you went to War Tank and you've gone to Hulkbuster. I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
I'm saying that Ghost Rider, right? Ghost Rider was the moment that you realised, and Sideshow are still not at Ghost Rider's level. They're nowhere near it yet. Ghost Rider, when they released that and the way that was engineered and put together, they've never made anything like that, and nothing like that, and they still haven't to this day. They are millennia away, a millennia. They're nowhere near. It's not even the same sport. It's so far away. And I'm not saying they can't do gems and they can't have great pieces, but what I'm talking about is engineering, build quality, just the fucking sheer size of the project. They're fucking nowhere near it. And they're never going to be there. Never. I remember when I saw Ghost Rider and I was like, I watched it being built and I thought, fucking hell, like Jesus. Like this is like serious now. This is proper serious.
Yeah.
This is like bits here, it holds up this, the wheel goes in there, put this in there, connect this, you need a screw for this, fucking wipe your ass, toss yourself off and you're halfway fucking done. It's crazy the amount of shit that's going on. And I was watching, I thought, I was thinking, Jesus, have they ever done anything like this? And I was just like, nobody has. Nobody, I mean, maybe anime shit is a bit crazy. Anime shit is probably nuts too. But fuck, it just blew my head, man. It's just like, wow.
Watched Geo unbox Thanos on Throne today, man. Those were simpler times. Maestro setting up the stage for next level, yeah. Because you did that your own while I was in the Philippines, didn't you?
I think I did, yeah.
Yeah. I was in the Philippines and I remember like,
come on,
send me the video. And it was like fucking 2 a.m. in the Philippines and I'm trying to put it together. I remember that, yeah. I just want to say that, Alex's Maestro video was made me pick up last night. I'd love until I got the shipping bill. Yeah, it is a really fantastic piece. Just like Ghost Rider on horse in person, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
I think on the bust though, I saw the bust the other day, and I think the bust is painted pretty badly. The actual stand for it. Funny enough, this is what I say about PCS when they're compared to XM.
Oh, no, that's you're going even further away now. I mean, we were talking about sport. Even them not being the same sport, when you're talking about that, you're talking about, I don't know, you're talking about reading versus sport, or sewing versus sport. It's not. We're not even in the same fucking game. We're not even in the same games now.
He's all fucking trying to run away from me before I bring him on. Did a little bit of time there, look. He's so cute. He's so cute. He's gonna bite me now, isn't he? He's gonna bite me, isn't he? Oh. But then we're on to the Nightcrawler. So this is getting a little bit of chip because you can't change out his right hand. People want that. But
The
all the
sword
other
is quite
places,
high, and it makes it even higher. Sword
yeah,
has quite a lot of depth on it.
the
A lot of
funny,
height on it. Sorry.
yeah, but the funny thing is when you actually look at the scale, it goes up to 83 centimeters. But when you actually look at the tail, it's not really that far behind, and you wouldn't say you only save maybe 5 centimeters. I know that can be a difference between different displays, but
I like the other portrait. I'm not digging the swords. It's the only thing I
yeah,
can't get past is the swords.
because the switch out in the
I
right
like
arm
them. Like
is
it's
a
not the
different
work
sword.
or nothing. It's not the work. There's something about like I would like his hands to be sort of like maybe him to have the fucking beads. The beads in one.
You can change out the hands. So
What?
so you said you can't change out the hands. You can
Yeah,
change out, but the problem is there's two swords. So
so what hands can you change?
the right arm changes out to two swords, so two different swords, and then the left arm is a hand or a sword.
What's in the hands? Anything
And
in
then
the
the
hands?
tail is a sword or no sword, and
Okay.
then two heads.
Well, one hand change is good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but people wanted the other hand.
Yeah, I'm sure that they did. I mean, but it's still better. One hand change is good. The double sword thing and the swords in general. To be honest, I wouldn't want either sword. I'd be a lot more interested in this if both of them swords were gone.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
But the head looks great. I mean, that head there, just the mouth open, looks fantastic.
How many heads is it now? 3.
2.
Okay.
It's just angled. That's just
okay. Yeah, it looks quite different, doesn't it?
It looks different when you put it up like that way around. Yeah. Also, the artwork was by George Manola, and he actually showed his original artwork because some people were complaining about the boomph, they call it. Is it called the boomph?
I don't know. The thing where he teleports.
Yeah, I think it's always called like this, the noise of it. It's like boomph.
It is a bit like that, yeah.
Yeah, so basically, people were complaining about that and some of the angles on that. But the point of it is when you look at his original concept, it is fucking spot on.
Yeah.
So that is his concept, and that is it. The only thing is, if they took away, they took away part of they took away part of where he would have had his would have added more strength to it, and they took it away. But look,
looks better though with the break in it because obviously it it's going out of one area and arriving in another. So I like the separation there.
But then, as I say, I think it's hard sometimes because obviously there were the complaints about when they did the David Finch collaboration and they didn't have Riddler. And people go, well, when Bane was on the floor and, they were like, well, why don't you do this? And why don't you do that? Why don't you do that? The problem as well is when you work with an artist and you pay the artist to come on board and whatever else, you have to kind of if you're paying that artist to do their representation of the character, you want to then respect the artist's decision and their take on that
vision
and do it. Yeah, their vision and kind of and do it. So I think that's what XM have gone for. They've kind of gone with this artist has done that take. This is it. This is how we're doing it. And that was the same with the David Finch thing. People could have gone, we want Riddler. They could have added Riddler. I think they even tried. I don't know whether they were just fucking with me, but they did say they tried to put a Bane behind Batman and Clayface on the floor, but then Clayface ended up looking like a pile of shit. So I don't know whether they're messing with me.
Fucking with you, bro.
Yeah, they probably were.
Doesn't sound legit.
So, and then also these are the you probably can't see that, the reference points for the textures and things.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
I've seen this already. This thing.
Really cool. This then is like a tease for the Riddler. Talking about Riddler.
Samurai Riddler.
Samurai. Someone's already. I mean, people overthink things way too much. They're like, you do know that the question mark wasn't actually around in ancient times like this. It's like, Christ, man. You do know
don't get me started on this.
You do know that, these characters do things which no one can do, and
It's like I had the same thing with Archangel. Like, why has he got metal wings? Can't fly with metal wings. I was like, dude, are we really go? Are we really? I mean, have you like stumbled across me by accident?
Bamf. Guy from Puerto Rico. How's it going?
Nice.
But yeah, so that is the tease of that. Also, then the tease of the Hulk head. Obviously, these are teases, so they're not the best pictures. That's why they're teasers. They're looking into this because originally they didn't want to do switch out heads because the issues with the seams. So what they're doing now is they painted this head. They're happy with the head, but now they have to work out how they can do with the seams
to
see if they can deliver. And that's going to be really hard. If you have a character, that's why. If you look at the Legendary Beast Hulks, that is why you're getting the busts.
Yeah.
Because you, on a naked body, you might be able to do it with this because he's got the symbiote. You may be able to do it and hide it in the symbiote.
Not unless the symbiote's going all the way around his neck. And even then, the problem that you have is that, even if the symbiote's all around his neck, you're still, how do you break it up? It's still going to be a line going through the middle. God bless you,
Cheers,
man.
Alonso. Thanks, man.
Thank you, man. God bless you.
So I know what you're saying, but there needs to be breaks in the symbiote. There needs to be some way of doing it. I hope they can pull it off. I mean, if anyone can, XM will be able to do it.
It's hard, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why people do the bust, and that's why people do all that, or they don't have any things.
I like this, but maybe people might not. You can't really see it very well here. But if you were to turn his head to the side, you can see like the split where he's got the Hulk teeth.
Yeah, it's
and
nice.
then he's got the Venom teeth coming
through.
I
like it, yeah.
I
like the symbiote on his eyeball. I like that bit. Because if you go close into that, you can see like the symbiote bit is actually like sort of touching the white of his eye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Obviously, zooming into this doesn't do it any justice at all, but yeah.
I like it, man. It looks good.
I think the teeth and the mouth.
I got no love for this symbiote shit going on all over these other characters. Man.
Secret Motherman said about gingivitis. I don't think the problem is, maybe because we're British or whatever, but I don't like the way that they do all the statues with like brilliant white teeth. And I do think that, when you had, I think it was Scorpion actually, and he had like dirty teeth and stuff like that. And I think it really adds to it. Or you have you don't have perfect teeth. You have some teeth going a different way. I think that really works. It adds some realism to it. And that was the thing. That was the thing with CGI back in the day. Is it used to be perfect, and that was the problem. Is it didn't look right because everything was perfect. So they started adding scars and imperfections to make it look more real. And that's what they need to do with some statues. In all fairness. Okay. Sorry, gingivitis. How's it going, Alex? B. Alex Thompson, how's it going? That tongue looks like a piece of gammon. Who do you think says that? Yeah, stuck up. God. Do you think Sideshow XL will make a Hulk anytime soon? Not a Throne or Venomized or Gladiator. Hulk is always coming round. Hulk is one of the
most
popular selling characters. It'll happen. We're past the licensed pieces now. You got time? This is
you've got me for another 20 minutes, unless you hear baby scream, which case I'm fucking gone. I'm like white on rice, man. I'm fucking out of it.
What's that even mean?
It's like
I know your cousin used to always say it, but I don't know what it means.
Well, you usually say it like in a term like "I'll be all over you," like white on rice. That's the terminology that you use correctly.
Yeah.
It's like so obviously right. Like for the most part, rice is white, so that's what it means. It's like I'll be all over you like white on rice. Like
it just made much less sense when your cousin said it because he speaks like fucking what's that guy? Like wow white. Oh no, wow white. Because he's ours, can he?
No, not great.
So he's like, what's that Looney Tunes character? No, the Looney Tunes character. I thought I saw a rabbit.
Yeah, fucking hell.
I thought it's the guy with a fucking gun.
The guy with a gun.
Gabriel
Jesus.
Gutierrez in the house. How you doing? This is a repaint of the XM Studios.
I think they did a really good job on this. I like this a lot.
Kenny's a fantastic painter. He does some fantastic.
This is a really nice job. It's like the classic suit colours, isn't it? Looks fucking great.
It's also good to see Kenny taking a break from Spider-Man. I always see him repainting that Spider-Man comic cap, man. He must have done about fucking 100 of those.
He's done the whole fucking edition size for the most part.
But this looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, really, really nice piece. Really well painted. And I think, I actually think
it's improved.
It improves the statue, but you know.
Would do it professional paint.
I'm not sure if this is a licensed one or unlicensed one.
Looks like something out of one. Are you sure?
Well, no, it's just SDZ Studios. Yosemite. There you go, Yosemite Sam. Is that him?
That's him.
Yeah.
That's fucking who he is. Hello, Wabbit.
I'll be on it like, wow, what? What did you say? What?
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman?
Was a woman? Yeah.
Do you know the reference for that?
I know it. Film this from Hillary Vasilievich.
Good boy.
I know that. Jesus.
Are you serious? Is he serious? Fuzzy Wuzzy.
I watched that not long ago. There's a few funny bits, but it's
I fucking love that film. And I really fancy the girl in it and all. Yeah, oh dear.
Don't you see her totally naked in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Bush and all.
The pause on my fucking VHS for that is well fucking wavy.
Elmer Fudd. Yeah, it's not Yosemite Sam, it's Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, it's Elmer Fudd, isn't it? Yeah, Yosemite Sam. Yay, vomit.
Yeah. Elmer Fudd. Yeah. They did old Thanos on Throne, makes it all switch outs. It's been fun, guys. Take care. Good vibes. Take care, buddy. Good to see you again. Elmer Fudd. Had that slang. Yeah. Again, I don't know who this is, whether it is a custom or not, but this is like an old. They did one of these by. There's a 1/6 scale one by DC Direct. I think did this, and they did a 1/10 scale one. But yeah, this is a full size one. This is a full scale version by a company. This has got about 100 pictures of this. So it's
just come through fast.
Huh?
Go for it quick. Don't like 12.
Yeah, this looks really cool. This is a Black Panther. There's some shit poses on it, but overall, you could get a good pose out of how many pieces there are.
I like the fucking arms cross, man, but I don't. I like the other base, with a panther.
Yeah, but the textures are great.
Look great.
Even that head, that Bossman head looks great as well.
That's a decent portrait. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. I don't like that one. It's almost like kind of,
I'm not feeling that either. I agree with you. I think it has to be the arms cross one.
Wakanda forever.
And then the base changed over with the Panther as well. I like this head as well, the cartoon one, the more comic one. But there it is. I like that with the Panther. I would have the Panther one and the arms crossed.
I think the Panther looks too toy-like.
Yeah, you've got to pick that Panther up as well. And also remember that when you look at a Panther, it's not black. So you have to remember that.
Well, no, that's the funny thing is, was it you where I was with you the other day? There was something on TV, the fucking Panther. I never realised they had like spots all over them.
They have spots on them, yeah. But a Panther is a leopard.
Was I with you or was I watching?
No, you weren't with me. I've always I know that. I've seen a Panther in person.
No, I was watching some documentary and this person.
They're right. When you get close up to them, they're almost purpley and black. Yeah, they're funny colour and they have spots. And they have quite a lot of they're like a leopard, isn't they? So
yeah. I didn't know that till really, really recent. I was watching this thing where someone had it living in their house, like a woman had it in their house, where she like rescued it, and then like it got close. I swear I was with you. I was with someone, and they were like, "Oh, you do know that the pattern for this," and they were telling me, and I'm like, "What?" And then it got close to it, and you saw the patterns. Yeah,
might have been.
Maybe I don't know. I just dreamed.
She has it with a Rottweiler. Does she have it with a Rottweiler, like a dog?
I don't think it was a Rottweiler. I think so. Yeah, it was a YouTube video. It was like a YouTube video.
Yeah, so they're like best mates. The Panther and the Rottweiler are like best friends.
Yeah, I'm very interested in this Black Panther piece.
Yeah, it's really nice, man.
It
I
does look
dig it. They
nice.
fix up that Panther a little bit, and it's going to be fucking great. And
Definitely think
I love that one. That's what
not
I'm.
that head though. Not
I
that
like the
head, but
comic book head as well, but the Bozeman head's fucking the shit. I like that a lot.
it's really good. Yeah. What's this meant to be? This thing here. Is that meant to be some kind of vine or something? That needs to be
It's
painted.
probably something important, something that matters. I don't know. For me, it looks like a stick.
It looks like a vine. It looks like a vine coming out, but it's not painted properly. Yeah, some kind of vines.
That's the helmet from the first film.
Yeah. Yeah,
Got to fix that Panther up there. It looks a bit too. The sculpt on that Panther's not right. The Panther's too soft and it don't look right. It looks like a jelly baby Panther. I need to fix that. Get it looking a lot more fucking sleek.
Yeah, these are not official, and
we're on unlicensed pieces now.
Basically, some do get cease and desist if they take the piss and they do too many for sure. But yeah, work on the Panther, work on those vines. These are 3D renders, so these aren't even painted up yet. I do like this.
Good concept though, solid concept. Like the vibranium links, like the Panther thing, all the changes. I like the shield as well. That's a nice touch. It's nice.
Then you got this Colossus, which you sent me, which I haven't seen before.
Yeah, this is from Caleb Nefson. He did this. I quite dig this. I think this is a nice Colossus. I mean, obviously, it's taking some like the XM sort of thing and just like going even further with it, with the whole sentinel arm under his thing, and he's got like I think he's ripped off a finger. He's holding it in his hand. The only downside with this is just how much of the statue's blocked.
Yeah,
for me, it's too blocked. Lovely. I love the idea. I love the work.
I know they're popular, but I'm not a fan of that kind of concept of having these massive base element, or a base element, or a part which overshadows the figure. I think the figure should be the main focus of the piece, and then everything else should be an accompanying thing.
You got to remember though,
this takes away way too much focus.
So Sideshow did a really good with Cyclops, and I think it's Colossus, and he's holding the Sentinel head above his. He's holding it above him, and it lights up. They did that really well because again, it's above his head, and you can see the whole body unaided, like without anything in the way. So this just blocks a little too much of it for me.
Who did you say? So Colossus and Cyclops.
I think it's Colossus and Cyclops. It might not be, but I think it's definitely.
There's one with Wolverine and someone. There's maybe.
I think it's Cyclops. It's one of. It's a very OG Sideshow piece. It's a very nice piece.
That's a great old Colossus. Great call. I got you. That makes sense. Yeah, I that set is really good. There's a whole set of them.
Yeah, but the standout is the Colossus.
Oh yeah, that's what
that's the standout. That's these pieces should not be forgotten. Like people should remember. Like honestly, the amount of people like that get in touch with me on PM like that, like new collectors. I say I'm after this character, and I'll go I'll just quickly go on to find some images of some pieces I know, and I go, what about these? And they'll be like, where the fuck? Who made that? Where is that? Why can't I? I'm like, dude, that piece is 10 years old, 12 years old. But get on eBay, get on here, look for it, try and find it. You might be able to find. I mean, they act like it's like new, and I've got something that's coming, and they're not aware of it.
Talk about that. I mean, fuck. Yeah, 17 years ago, I think. The Green Goblin is 17 years old.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Is that 2005?
Yeah.
Doctor Doom 2005.
Yeah.
Hellboy is 2005 as well.
Yeah.
They were like, and the Hey Arnold fucking Logan. They were like the first pieces.
Yeah, that's pretty much
well. Yeah, and I still have that Hellboy, and I still love that Green Goblin. I still love that Green Goblin.
Especially Green Goblin still.
They are still working on it. There was some kind of hiccup, and they're still working on it. The face looks a bit too soft there, though. This is early on.
Don't know if that. I get the impression when I look at that face that it will be the human.
Oh, okay.
I think that's going to be the human. Just the way it's looking to me, it looks like the human. And then there'll be obviously a switch out, and it'll be the robot. It'll be robot, fucking idiot. It'll be the metal. Tell them that I'm.
Talking to tell you what, I told you I bought the other day. I bought season 1 to 8 of Red Dwarf for £5.
Did show me? You sent me a picture, you silly cunt. I've fucking seen it. Gotta watch the Red Dwarf's awesome. Red Dwarf is fantastic.
Well, they had 9, 10, 11, 12, and I was just like, yeah, you're right.
Now you really want to just like start like I think it's 3 or 4.
I think it's the end of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah,
and then it's like 8 shit. I think because I was convinced it was up to 6, and then I got the box out and I was looking at 7. I'm like, oh,
what's 7 like the Inquisitor and all that shit?
I'd have to get it, but
Holovirus.
The Holovirus is 6, and that's fucking one. That's my favorite one. Holovirus, because the Despair Squid the Despair Squid won the vote as the best one ever.
Is there something in No, there's nothing amiss. I'm sitting here in a polka dot dress and cowboy boots. Nothing's amiss.
It's like that as well. It's like Mr. Flibbles is very upset.
Cross, very cross.
Yeah, that's so good. That episode was the best one. Despair Squid was all right, but it got voted the best one, but I didn't think it was the best one.
I like the other one, you know, where they go into the game as cowboys. That's one of my favourites.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking well funny.
Take it to a ride or something, that's called.
Something of time or some shit. It's well funny.
Hold on.
Oh, fuck, he's got to get it. I'm never going to bed. This is why I can't do this. I've got a time limit on this fucking guy.
Yeah, it was like one's Tika to a ride and one's something else. But there's Red Dwarf. I remember I used to your mum used to get angry because I think, but there was one of them which you never had on video, which you missed when that RoboCop one. You missed it.
Yeah, I didn't have that one. No, I never got that one.
Yeah.
Never seen it actually. I still haven't seen it to this day.
I have. I've downloaded all of these. No. Quarantine. What did you say? The Inquisitor's 5.
Quarantine is Mr. Fibbles. Was really cross.
No, but that's all number 5. Demons and Angels. That's good.
No, that's where there's 2 ships.
Yeah, Back to Reality.
Right? No, that's not
Sirens, it. Legion. No. Gunmen of the Apocalypse.
That's it. That's the one. That's fucking funny as shit.
Riverworld as well.
Riverworld is
Out of Time is where they come out of the game. Out of Time, I think that's the Despair Squid, isn't it?
No, I think Out of Time is where they meet their future selves, and they fucking hate them. They come on board and lift in a jar. Yeah. It's just like a brain in a jar.
And he's like,
what have I got to lose? My jar.
I can't find what the other one was with the.
All right, come on, you've got 5 minutes, so let's get through. All
right, let's just go to this last thing then. This is the one which I'm not a fan of. The oh my god, I'm Dwayne Dibley.
That's a brilliant one as well. Dwayne Dibley.
There's a couple of those, yeah. So this is basically the guy who I'm not a fan of, and credit where credit is due, all that kind of business, you know. And this is a Devilman piece. And I think it's amazing.
Who did this?
That fucking little Mexican cunt.
You're joking. Did he do it? Fair play.
Well, he's part of it, yeah.
Good for him.
But this looks absolutely insane. Again, I mean, yeah. This is from the first one. Do you know the nightclub?
This is a really fantastic concept.
Like the teeth on their tits at the beginning, like when they're in the club.
Yeah, freaking so bad.
So good. If they can get this delivered like this, well done. They did the God Butcher as well. They're great, and they also did
the God Butcher.
Yeah, they did a Canada as
put together. It's fucking terrible, bro.
Oh, is it really?
Fitting on it is fuck. That dude did it. You know, the dude does all the customs.
Mr. X.
No, he does all the. He's like a Asian guy. It's like something. I can't remember his name. So one we had to actually remove from RaddTitan because he kept linking
Cold Box
custom projects over all the time, and he was warned
Yeah,
like, please stop putting PM me and links and all that. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, stop doing that. This isn't a sales page. We don't want to hard sales it. If someone likes something, they'll PM you and go, mate, where's that from? And they do it that way.
You're talking about Cold Box Small.
Yeah, I don't know who it is, but he like did the unboxing, man, and that guy. I mean, he put a brave face on it, but he was fucking devastated, man. The fittings were awful. Things were just like he couldn't put things in. He couldn't get them fucking on. Like they were all loose. Like I'm worried it's going to fall off and break. And it was like there's a lot of parts and there was a lot of problems, which was.
That's a shame because that piece looked great in photos. I've only ever seen photos. I've not seen.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this is the first video review of an unboxing. I like the unboxing videos though when people do it because they're harder to. Play with.
But the thing is, as well, as they also did the 1/6 and the 1/4 Canada on his bike, on his bike from Kira, and that turned up with loads of breakages. But that was down to kind of being their first project. So
it's always learning.
And then also they got
fantastic. I got to be honest with you. I think this looks fantastic too.
They got Tetsuo Throne as well, which is coming out. But I didn't know that about the God Butcher because that's quite a basic piece. If they can't get that right, then
no, you should watch his video on it, man. You want to see someone's soul like leave their body and then be on camera and pretty much be devastated, but trying to put a brave face on it. Watch it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I was just like, I think I commented and said, "What a fucking waste of money."
Yeah.
And he commented back, going, "Yeah, I mean, not a waste, not like that, but like definitely disappointing." And I was just like, "Fucking awful, like really bad."
I gotta say though, the sculpt of this, if we could go by just the sculpt, is awesome. I love this.
Yeah.
I love this sculpt. This
guy's a piece of shit, but and would sell, He
didn't sculpt it. That's the thing. But yeah.
This is some fantastic work. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. I think I've just kind of I've got these pictures about 4 times because I make sure I talk about it. But yeah, love it. Absolutely love the sculpt. There you go. All right, we'll stop there, yeah?
Yeah, let's stop it.
All right, cool beans.
Milking me like some sort of cow.
Fuck off.
Feeling it. Old man now.
Well, you went to the gym 3 times this week, so
I've been in. I'm getting back into training. I'm actually trying to like cut the time. Just trying to like move around quite quickly. It's fucking hard. But my wife is just like, look, I want you to go, but you just take too fucking long. It's like you need to do something with the time.
Wow. Even Stucker's positive about this. Look, I'd have this.
Yeah, fuck me, there you are.
And it looks very impressive. Yeah. As always. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching, and we really appreciate the time. Appreciate
it's all the positivity as well, the nice messages. Appreciate it. It's nice to know that you appreciate the honesty and the truth that we try and put out there. So it means a lot. God bless you and be well.
Yeah. Come for the statues and stay for the Elmer Fudd impression. All right.
Hello.
Thanks, guys. Yeah. Till next week. Bye-bye.
Peace.